Waymon, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm here with my special guest, Nick Lenz. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
And tonight, welcome for a delayed response to DC Comics September 2024 solicitations. Now, before we start, Nick, have you read Absolute Power issue 1 and what is your quick review about it before we get started?
Yes, I have. Where it is basically a retread, where the beginning plot of the story is a retread of a Mark Wolfman story from Daredevil back in the 70s. With the whole fake news stuff. And the fact that, yes, it's obvious it's based upon Cadmus and Legends. The story that debuted Amanda Waller. Love all those bat suits. Let's look at these bat suits. Let's see. uh the top left, I believe that is like we have like 60 70s 80s Batman. um the one thing of the whole chest, that's obviously Frank Miller, because anybody can tell it's Frank Miller's Batman. The one
Neil,
dead center, I think that's Greg Capullo's costume that led the rebirth.
Greg Apollo, New 52, Early Rebirth. Neil Adams is in the back corner right here. You can tell by the bat symbol.
I think it's the second one, because
Oh,
it's
this
more.
one?
Yeah, I think that one's more of his design.
Okay, I thought it was this one further down right here.
The one on the one next to Greg Capullo, I believe that is Batman Incorporated. The one to his right.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yes, that one. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure where the heck that's from.
Absolute Power, issue number 3. I'm sorry. Okay.
And that cover is a clear homage to a cover, the Incredible Hulk from Peter David's run. You know, with where they replace Batman with Wolverine with Batman, and hold the Batarang because like the claw, and on like on the rest of the claw, it's reflected with the Hulk. You ever seen that cover? I think it was Incredible Hulk 340. That cover is a clear homage to that.
Yeah, classic cover. One of the best ones during that time.
And do you know who did that cover?
Who?
Tom McFarlane.
Nice.
It is always a good thing to hear about Tom McFarlane, because the guy, he doesn't do artwork anymore. He mostly does writing now, but the guy was a damn good artist.
He was.
He's still involved with Spawn, mostly just writing. He doesn't do any artwork. I think he may do a variant cover now and again, but he doesn't do any interior. I have heard the last interior he ever did was Spawn 300.
Not gonna lie, I am not a fan of the Amazo League. If you were gonna actually have a story involving an Amazo Justice League, you would have done it years ago.
Also, if we're gonna have Amazo League, where is Amazo himself? Because as far as I can tell, for any solicits we've seen so far, Amazo is not even here, and that's kind of weird given the fact that he's never appeared in this continuity.
I'm sure he's been referenced at least once since Rebirth. I'm almost positive he has.
Yeah, but all the time you never actually see him. I think Terramaro, his creator, he's popped up now and again, but he himself, nope, no Amazo. Absolute Power issue 3.
Written by Mark Waid, art and covered by Dan Moore. Can't go wrong with Dan Moore's art. And variants by Ivan. Apologies if I mispronounce these names. Variants by Ivan Talavera, Cara Cohen, Mike Diodato Jr., Stephen Bliss, and Mark S. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. And
which one his covers is his, because he has a very distinctive art style. The main cover, that's Dan Moore. Let's see. I don't think it's that one.
No, that's Carla Cohen. I can tell by the art style, but that might be AI generated. I could be wrong.
I hope it's not. That might be Diodato.
Yeah, I recognize the Injustice influence.
Yeah, the guy himself is a really good artist. There is a common joke whenever he draws Norman Osborn, like any comic Norman Osborn person, when he draws it. Oh, hi, Cinema King. He always draws him like Tommy Lee Jones. You ever see that?
I have noticed that, and I know this is a stupid question, but is Amazo even a threat anymore? He can be. It depends on
It-
whether or not the writers use him, but he can be.
yeah, and I don't think there's any plans to use him in this whole story.
No, because that would be obvious. And as for Absolute DC, hey man, we only have very limited information other than what was leaked in that article last week. We have very
I
little
guess the whole
information.
idea of Absolute DC comes from the fact there was been these Absolute editions. So I guess DC loves the title of Absolute. So let's just make a whole initiative about it.
Yeah, because when with my sources, when I first heard about the rumors of Absolute Universe or a new label line a year ago, I thought this was going to be a new like Codemium or a trade paperback line. I didn't think we were actually going to get an Elseworld out of it, but I guess they repurposed it as such. Try to,
Because because the Absolute editions that we know of basically are books that collect the main story plus like a whole bunch of additional stuff. No surprise the fact this is $5 because DC is a bit greedy.
Our heroes are on the run following the Trinity of Evil's devastating attack on the Fortress of Solitude. With Superman's headquarters in ruin and the superpowers of planet Earth in the clutches of Amanda Waller, Failsafe, and the Brainiac Queen. Is this the end of the line? No way. The Resistance lives on. Using Fortress technology cobbled together by Mr. Terrific and Airwave, Earth's last hope has retreated to Themyscira, home to Wonder Woman and famously suspicious of outsiders. Can Superman, Batman, and the rest of the depowered heroes strike an alliance with these elite Amazonian fighters? All this in a mad mayday from Barry Allen as DC's War of Absolute Power rages on.
Those of you who don't know who Airwave is Hal Jordan's cousin.
Hey, re-release of Long Halloween. Wait, or is this a sequel?
This is a sequel, The
Okay.
Last Halloween. Written by Jeff Loeb, art by Erota Riso, cover by Tim Sale. I'm thinking this is what was done probably prior to his death. That's my guess what happened because he passed away just last year. So they must have basically were probably playing releases last year, maybe. And I think his passing probably delayed it just this year.
More than likely.
Yes, that's probably what happened because I'm sure that Loeb probably would want to release that point, but because of Tim Sale's passing, he probably wanted to delay it.
That would be very tactful.
I think I'll do this one. In
Sure.
1996, Jeff Loeb and artist Tim Sale teamed up for Batman: The Long Halloween, the award-winning 13-chapter saga that made multiple sequels and stands as one of the most influential stories of its era. That's definitely true because people love it. Now, Loeb returned to the world of Long Halloween for his long anticipated final act. At least it's not a sequel because we already had a couple of those. Batman, The Last Halloween, an all new 10-part mystery continuing from 2021's Long Halloween special. In each issue, Loeb will join each of the top artists in the industry and a loving people in a loving and beautiful loving contribute Tim Sale's art to art and legacy. In this issue, Gotham City learned to fear Halloween once more as a terrible event threatens to destroy Jim Gordon's life and put Batman's teamwork to test even more in the city of liars, masked vigilantes, and criminals can be trusted. I do appreciate the fact that this artist actually they put Eduardo Russo. He actually is a really good artist.
He is. I recommend his work.
I'm surprised basically that like if you're gonna have somebody do a good story like this, I think the one person who could do it, if he had time to, but my guess is he probably can't, given the fact that he apparently can't get book on time. Like, I would be shocked the fact if they ever had um, Jim Lee do an issue of this book. Are they really trying to sell Man of Waters just like Level Threat?
Well, they've been doing that for the past 5 to 7 years, but that's neither here or there.
Yes. Oh, look at this. Tom Taylor's final issue of Nightwing.
Thank God. Now, say what you will about Tom King and the 5G stuff. Say what you will about that, but this arc has completely fallen off. Like Tom Taylor, he barely. This might as well have been a shelf title because he barely did anything
At the
with
start, it
this.
was good. At the start,
Yeah,
it was good. I know that. Though apparently it seems like if you read the book, it seems like he just ignores what Tim's not Tim Sale, Tim Seeley did. It's
And
like,
Tim Sheridan, thank God.
yeah, I get the ignore Tim Sheridan, but Tim Seeley, you should not ignore that run because that run was really good. Not a bad issue of the whole book. Uh, Case in point, the reason why I think he ignored it because uh, Blockbuster is basically shown in the style of Chuck Dixon's and a little bit Devin Grayson's style of Nightwing run.
Just a little bit. But we don't talk about that run for obvious reasons.
Yeah, but at least he wasn't killed by Tarantula again.
And we have another guest on the channel, but I think I already have an idea who it is. What's up, Tevia? How's it going?
Hi, Tivia.
Good, doing good. Oh, during the weekend, I went to Mega SuperCon. I got this.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
What's
and
my
that's
dream
not.
going?
Yep. Yeah, that Supercon is down in Miami, which is a 4-hour drive. No, thank you. I'm not doing a 4-hour drive. I just went to a con last weekend, so I decided. I told Tivia I wasn't going to that one, and he understood that. Right, Tivia?
Tevia?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. What's going on?
Yeah. I told you I wasn't able to go because I just went to another con the previous weekend.
Yeah, I
and,
understand that.
yeah, and also the fact that that's a 4-hour drive for me. So, no.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
drive to the con is 90 minutes. It's from Macon, Orlando, which is basically the next one's going to be 2nd of February. So we just got to Tibia. We're up to what we
Nightwing.
just talked about here is the final issue of Tom Taylor's Nightwing.
Which thank God for it because that book was so boring and not
I would
interesting at all.
say it kind of slipped after issue 100.
Yeah,
Yep.
like you could tell they really wanted to do something for issue 100, but editorial wouldn't let them do it. What it was, we may never know, but a lot of momentum for this book died after issue 100. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
it just
I have my own theory. My theory, they're gonna marry Nightwing and Babs.
remains to
Maybe
be seen.
I don't think it was Dan. Well, his name is on this book. DC's I Know What You Did Last Crisis, which the title itself is a play on popular slasher movie I Know What You
Know What You
Did
Did
Last
Last Summer.
Summer.
It's not the guy a TV series young enough.
Yes, and look at the first name we see as the writer, the guy who
Dandy
hates
Dio.
Nightwing. Yes. Which I am shocked the fact DC invited him to do this one shot, given the fact he hates Nightwing. Rex Juggle.
I my theory. My theory, he's a dream project. He's a right, but
Save
he's
commentary,
not
Tevia. Save commentary for the end, okay?
Okay,
Sorry.
Rex Ogle, Dave Welgos, Rachel Pennis, Matt Levin, others, Art, ML Shempo, Adam Grampy, Sid Coton, Will Robertson, Joe Ria,
Jordy.
Georgia, cover by Don Hop, variant covers by Eldred and Nicola Scott. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that cover, I think that probably is Dan Hop who does that first cover you see there.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. I can see that.
I can see that.
So who would like to do this one?
Sure.
I'll do it.
Okay.
In the blackest night, when the darkness feared imminent, the very fabric of the universe began to tear. At every major crisis in DCU history lies once again. Okay? These 8 chilling tales set during the event of crisis past serve to warn you, dear reader. When in crisis wants you back in the fractured world flashpoints, Professor Pig is starting to come and see nightclubs. Stepping out visit victims. My bad. Okay, so the 5 point story for the pig story. I don't care what that one. During Blackest Night, Scarecrow looked outside a movie theater, recruiting new test subjects to perfect his fear toxin. Why? The guy, during Blackest Night, he had the Yellow Lantern. Whatever. Even heroes like Nightwing aren't safe when the death might just have the power to avert the damage of imminent craze. What? That's stupid. What they? Wait, that Dandio story. I was right. Yep.
Infinite
All
Crisis
the
written by Jeff Johns.
Yes, but hear me. Dan Deal, that's his story. I know.
Yeah.
That Devin Navin, that's his story. So Eminem
Hmm.
Curry, that's his story. Did more. Did one more. Yep. All the plus new stories from Cardi Eminem Herbs, Millennium, Zero Hour, The Final Nine, Final Credit, all collected in DC. I know we do like credit. Then a new horror anthology coming to haunt you this fall.
Okay, of all these events here, only one that I can think of is not in trade, and that's Millennium. That one is not in trade. Zero is in trade, Final Night is in trade, Final Crisis, Crisis of Earth, Infinite Crisis, all those in trade, but Millennium is not. I have never seen a trade for that one.
A lot of people tend to forget Millennium, but it wasn't a bad story by any means.
And
What is Millennium?
here's the thing. Guess who wrote that story?
Who?
Steve Eichelhart.
That's him?
Yeah,
Yep.
he wrote that. He also wrote for the start of it for the first couple issues. New Guardians, you know, the issue that
Oh yeah, that's
debuted
correct.
Snowflame. And the
The
whole thing
villain
was
of
basically
cocaine.
trying to do the next generation. And one of the members is the Flying Man. For
Yep.
reasons they have included called Fluoro.
But Snowflake is
Yes.
the only villain I know because in Card of View, and because Snowflake, the villain of cocaine.
And here's the weird thing. Ram V brought him back for Catwoman.
Which why? Why bring back that villain of all villains to bring back?
Because he's a cult favorite. Okay,
That's
now
kind of cool, right?
this one shot is obviously a tribute to Keith Giffen. Lowell
It
cancellation
is.
special. Written by Kylie Starks, art and cover, and it looks like a variant cover by Kyle Holtz, who I've met Kyle Holtz. I got him to sign the second miniseries to feature the Hood from Dark
Hmm.
Reign because he actually the art for that one, and plus he helped co-create the character.
Nice.
Please, Gliz. Uh, when you thought it was safe to go back to outer space, the freaking stories DC Comics will ambush you with the scummiest comic book this side of Uranus. Get ready for the most skull crushing, crouch, punting, and excrement asteroid filled comic of the year. You're gonna be prying from the ground as we pump the sleaziest, the sleaziest before you kids read it. Okay, I get the fact that the style of that is done as a tribute to Lobo.
Too
Yep, the
much.
main man.
Too on the nose. Lobo can be edgy, but there's a classy way to be edgy with Lobo. This is too
Yeah,
on the nose.
I
I
hope
think
that
that's
when
his
the
point.
comic comes out, they say this is for Keith Giffen because this is a character he created with Roger Stern in Omega Man #3.
Yep.
I'm not surprised the one shot $6. That's fine. I think anybody would have no problem paying for that as long as it's not 10.
If it's
Yeah,
$10,
Ted.
that'd be good. But remember, May Spider-Man like I charged $10 out there a few years ago.
Yeah, they did twice for
That was
25.
dumb. Yeah.
Batman 152, which 150 came out the same week as Absolute Power #1.
Which
Yep.
And
honestly,
the
the
It's
thing
main
is,
story did not do After Power. They're the backup story to After Power.
yeah, and
well,
yeah, here's the thing: I think the backup story is after issue 1.
yes.
Yes.
Still Del Sadowski. Who knows
Yep.
when? I get the fact some people are not fans of this run, but I have heard nothing about him attempting to leave anytime soon. Arc by Matthew Thorne, uh, Andrea Dabino, backup by Kelly Thompson and Mattia Lotus, cover by Salvador Roca, variant covers by Gillian March, Dave Johnson, Julie Jones, Atlas
Yep.
Spotlight cover by Dakota Scott, and Bula Orga. Oh, and even a Hispanic Heritage Month by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez and Joe Prieto.
Pretty sure it's this one.
Oh, look, it's Bane. Which, he's back. Thank you, Josh Williams, for bringing him back. Even though, yes, he did write. I think he may have wrote the story where Bane died, and now he brought him back.
Task Force Z. Wait, did Joshua Williamson write Task Force Z, or was that somebody else?
That was Matthew Rosenberg.
Okay, thank you.
They revealed that name was actually Gotham.
Okay.
A thrilling, absolute power tie-in. Batman and Catwoman must find the key to Amanda Waters' plans. An extreme remote, shockingly dangerous location. Living, dying? Up to the name of some Suicide Squad will be coming back from the mission. But will Batman and Catwoman stay free to fight another day? Plus, a Birds of Prey backup finds birds facing Waller's minions, an unexpected adventure. Okay, not the first time this book has done the Suicide Squad because Tom King did it for a second story arc.
He did. I
Yeah.
Am Suicide, I believe.
Okay,
Was I Am Suicide or was I
yeah.
Am Bane?
It was I Am Suicide.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, this must be a reprint.
No, it's a prequel. It's a. I guess it says it's the last Halloween prologue.
It's a reprint, probably of the special.
Okay.
Because it says Tim Sale. Tim Sale who passed away. I think which is 2 years ago. He passed away.
About 2 years ago.
Yes, and the special came out in 2021. Prelude to Long Halloween. Don't you know the whole series Long Halloween? You were wrong. Reprinting the final collaboration between Legend creators Jeff Loeb and Tim. Yep, I was right. This is a reprint. Which makes sense, the fact they're reprinting this, because, well, I guess the man forgotten the one shot. Like what happened in it per se. Just basically reprinting what we got here. That's kind of what it is. Don't have a problem with doing this at all because we're releasing a book, and this is just DC paying respect to Tim Sale.
Yep.
This
At
is
least one artist who actually DC respects.
Say what you will. Now, I want to say this: shelf titles, although do have a stigma around them, when a legendary and solid creator dies or passes away, you can get a shelf. At least commercially speaking, shelf titles are used to justify a tribute or a shout out to the deceased. Therefore, although the story itself is not too impactful, you're not there for the story. You're there to pay respect for the deceased creator in question.
Mm-hmm.
So not all shelf titles are bad. It's how they're used is what's so bad about them. So even if this is more of a reprint than a shelf title, but Tim Saley was one of the greats, and our deepest respect to him and his family.
I actually own a trade to collect some of his works. Tales by Tim Sale, which it doesn't collect Batman Hungry. It's the other books he worked on. I had Brian Sturflee sign it because it contained issues of Shadow that Tim Sale drew. Because I think if I remember hearing this correctly in the documentary, I believe it was Denny who put these two together.
Really?
Yes. I haven't confirmed that with Jeff Lowe, but I heard that this was Denny's idea to put these two together as a team. And, well, you can't deny the fact Denny knows chemistry when he sees it.
He did. Now, Tevia, before I throw this next one, remember, you have to remain calm until we get to the end.
Mm-hmm. I'll do my best.
Make it to the end, and you can rant as much as you want.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Absolute Power Super Son.
Okay, at least put a pillow over his face. One thing that bothers me about this book is you have Sonia Grace doing the book,
which worried me a lot.
And Nicole Maines is also credited, probably because we're going to get a Dreamer backup stuff.
Yes, but Sonia Grace. What's the first thing you think of when you think of Sonia Grace?
Now I remember.
Robin?
I remember now.
That type of book?
No, that was Megan Fitzmartin. This is a similar situation, but wrong writer. That was Megan Fitzmartin.
Iceman.
Oh, no, that train wreck. Now I remember.
I also heard. I heard about this from somebody that Sonia Grace once put his foot in his mouth on Twitter.
Yep, he did.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yes, and I'm like, okay, DC, you do know this guy has got baggage with him, but no, let's put him on a book featuring the Super Sons.
The same Super Son who got destroyed.
Now, I have no problem with the choice of the artist.
I know.
I think John Timms was the one who drew the last few Super Sons books. Right, Tibby?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which I appreciate the fact they put him on this book. That's good. Make it consistent because you drew the last few ones. The S is weird.
I'll take
Yeah.
this one, Tevi. I'll spare you the pain.
Actually, you know what? No, I promise. I told you I'll do it. So I'll do it. All
Okay.
right. I'll take the bullet. You got Jonathan tomorrow. All right. Jonathan can have suffered more than most at the hand of Chinese evil. That's bullshit. You do. But the Sun Man was summoned the will to fight back. Yeah, right. In this special oversight did absolute power. So with that, we tried to despair and wonder what power being a planet Earth must recognize their own past. The city future. What past? The planet built not. Keep yourself calm.
Okay, calm down,
Keep
Tibia.
calm until the end. You're calm. Then I'll explode. And the road to recover. Wait. Path to save future. The road to recovery will pave the way to a critical new chapter in the journey of Super Sun. What new chapter? Cross the power, a tale to self-discovery. I started to discover new dream of Super Sun.
Yeah, it's called Super Sun. It's weird. This is not done by I guess the reason why Tomasi doesn't write it because I guess some people may if they felt he wrote this, it would be a let's just say not to say better book. It would just basically people might think, oh, he wrote a book for an event no one cared about.
Something like that. I think that could be.
Sinister Sons didn't really do Tomasi any favors, but he did his job and left gracefully. So I can't take that away from him.
Well, I like Sinister Sons. It's a good book. I'm gonna like that story.
Which the book never revealed who Sinister Son's mother was, which
we know, Nick. We know.
I even told this to Tomasi when I saw him that it was obviously Lisa Dark as his mom.
Yep.
And he didn't say it was. Well, I'm sure he probably suspected that people can obviously point out that his mom is Lisa Dark.
Because that's the only other woman he's been with since he was disgraced and lost his Green Lantern wing. He hasn't been with anyone else.
And apparently now he's a Red Lantern.
Yep.
Wait, what?
And so is Sign Sun. He's
a Red Lantern for some reason. I'm like,
no,
they read about that.
They read about that. In the Green Lantern book, they explain it. In the Green Lantern, they explain how to become a Red Lantern.
Wait, is this? Wait, hold on. I hate to cut you off, Debbie. Is this the same Green Lantern book where Carol Ferris pretty much rebounds and then goes back to Hal, and all the while Hal doesn't get any real character development? We get it. He's the same. He's basically DC's Captain Kirk from Star Trek. But
I think it's fairly recent that this happened.
Yes.
I just feel.
Oh, sorry.
I just feel like I feel like with Hal and with Carol Ferris especially, we're just in the same character loop. I know you don't want to change Hal too much, but God, do something original.
How about this for original?
One at a time, gentlemen. Nick.
Have Hal and Carol get married. Jeff Johns wanted this to happen, but I'm sure some higher ups at DC said
they didn't want it to happen.
Yeah, but he's not in power anymore. Jim Lee could probably prove this no problem. But how'd they get married? Like, I've never understood why these two have never allowed to marry. And this has happened for years.
Indeed. But anyway, to answer your question, that's true. They read about that. As I said before, during the Green Rainbow, they explained. Turns out, big spoiler now, Green Rainbow already. It's in the United Friends, they're evil and they broke the Southern Power Battery. No, I'm serious. They blew up both the main battery and they blew up the industrial battery.
Why am I not surprised?
He had no access to the yellow power battery. Meaning he was trapped on Earth and he got so pissed off to Hal to the point that you ruined everything. And then he got the Red Lantern power ring. It's awesome, badass.
Yeah, I think in the case of how that happened when he was on Earth, because this was a leftover plot thread from Sam Humphrey's Green Lanterns book that was never resolved.
God.
Yeah, don't
remember that opening story involved with Red Lanterns?
Yep.
And then the story was left unresolved. Like, I'm sure Humphreys was planning to go back to it, but then he focused more on the Phantom Manor stuff and then just left. And I love the fact we have this cover here. We have Superman in his 90s black Superman suit, and he's working with the beautiful Santana
Yep.
in a
This is
pre-flash
absolute
costume.
Tolkien.
Yeah,
Superman issue 18, written by Joshua Williamson, art and cover by Jamal Campbell, variants by Fresco Martina, W. Scott Forbes, and Sweeney Boo. Sweeney Boo, good artist, not good comic book writer. I'm sorry. She's just not a good writer. I'm sorry.
you don't find it's interesting the fact that I
But
love that
Joshua
cover.
writing the
I'm sure
story.
this cover right here, all these Supermans on the cover, I'm sure that's going to be a hot seller because
It is.
people love Superman. Here's the thing about this run so far. This run's been going on for like a year and a half, like basically for like a little over a year, and I have never heard anybody say negative about this book.
The book is fantastic. It's better than the main Batman book. The main Batman book
Maybe-
is so not interesting.
You might get some gripes from the Super Twins, but from War World Saga. But other than that, this is a pretty decent run right now.
The
Yeah.
Super Twins, I've never against them. As I said before, I never get the twins. My main problem with them is that when PKJ left, they became insignificant. And we're not that innocent.
Yeah. Waller has fought as the powerless heroes of the DC Universe on the ropes. Can the powerless Superman and Santana find the mystical map to the dark roads until he gets major backup? Lex Luthor, Lois Lane, Mercy, Jimmy, and Silveranchi are on the run from the superpower Mazos, but find themselves pulled into a battle for the soul of Metropolis. Don't miss the shocking cliffhanger that impacts the future of the Superman titles. Okay, that's interesting. That's a bit of a type people will definitely buy.
Yep.
It's
It's
Tom
going
King's Wonder
triangle
Woman.
review.
Yes, I think this book in particular, it's not been well received. This run.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
The main series is bad. Like seriously, the story's atrocious, but the backup is even
Yeah.
worse. And
Wait, which backup? The backup of the Super Sons?
no, the backup on Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, Trent. I think the backup was fine. They're adorable. The
One
only
thing at
thing
least
I
I
have
praise
left-
for this book, it has good artwork. It has no denying.
Oh,
Tony
it's amazing. I
Estino
love the art.
is a that's probably the one reason people this
Wonderful.
book is probably selling decently is because people love the artist Tony Estino. Who doesn't love Tony Estino?
Yep.
He's
Nobody.
a good artist. I'm not going to take that from him. He's a good artist.
He's
The
one of my favorite
story
artists.
that is
And this
just-
cover here, here's another cover people will buy. Love that variant cover because I think the middle that is from look. I think that's Rebirth Wonder Woman. To her right, that is New 50. The other right, that's New
New
52.
52.
That one, the one next with the sword. I'm not sure about that one. I know the first one. That's first appearance Wonder Woman.
That's classic. That's Justice Society. That's Silver Age. This one was around post-crisis. This was the 80s, a little bit of the 90s right here with George Perez. This one, a little bit of the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, here's a fun fact you might not know. Do you know who designed Wonder Woman's
Yes.
Who?
W that she wears on her chest?
George
Gene
Perez.
Colan.
Gene Poland.
Gene Colan.
Cool.
He did it when he was the artist on Wonder Woman with Jerry Conway.
That's cool.
That cover looks a little bit like. I'm not saying Frank Miller. It reminds you of the artist who worked on the Josh Williamson Robin book.
I
Gleb
think
Melnikoff?
it's an artist.
Wait,
Looks like it.
hold on. Gleb Melnikoff. Yeah, he's one. Yeah, this is his variant cover right here. See, 1.25 variant cover by Gleb Melnikoff.
I was
Yep.
right.
Yep, I can recognize the art style. But why is a Batman adjacent character in a Wonder Woman title when you literally have Cassie Sandsmark, Donna Troy,
Yep.
even Yara Flor? Granted, Yara Flor was this close to getting a
I think
spin-off
this is
show.
Stanley Elgrim Loose cover. That one.
But that show never happened. We never got that y'all
Yeah,
for show.
this one here, that one before, I think that's Tony Estino who did that variant cover. That second one, not that one. Let's see.
Not
that
gonna
one-
lie,
That I think the They had the first episode was by Phil Jimenez, so I'm always for this one because that's Elgrim. That's Tony S. Daniel. Uh, that's not Phil
That
Jimenez. That's Stanley Elgrim. That might be Phil
what
Jimenez.
that film and it's I bet the air cover with his artwork. I get it wrong. Uh oh, goody, get more back. Let's bring that terrible country again.
No comment, Tevia. No comment.
Well,
Yeah,
Wonder Woman title has had occasional guest stars Batman characters over the years, so it's nothing. It's nothing. It's not a. It's nothing unusual for Wonder Woman to do this. I mean, heck, she's had Nightwing guest star title occasionally, or Superman.
I'm fine with Damon Wayne being in the story. It's the Gamora part I don't like because I'm done
As
with
far
Gamora.
as I can tell, I don't think Damien has ever appeared in Wonder Woman 4 that I can think of as part of this story.
Nope.
No, he hasn't.
I don't think even Tim has either.
Neither has or
Wait,
Stephanie Brown.
no, that was Jay. No, I'm sorry. That was Jason Todd's Robin, a man who has everything. That was Jason Todd's Robin, not Tim Drake. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that was Jane John.
Gamora found. Wonder Woman and Robin have finally located Amanda Waller's super jail, holding the powerless heroes they once fought alongside. Can the new dynamic duo break them out before becoming trapped themselves? An undercover ally may hold the key to everything. It's Jay Nakamura. Either it's Jay Nakamura or it's Dreamer.
If it's Jay Nakamura, count me out. I'm done with a killer. What can he just go away and die?
That looks like a Gorian, that one.
It does, doesn't it?
I'm like, what the heck would they be doing in Absolute Power? It makes no freaking sense.
Wait. I know that villain. That villain was from at the end of Dark Crisis with Waller. Yeah, that is the same guy. You know, okay, the armor with the green eyes.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah,
he just looks like a Gorian. You know, those aliens who, the version that they appeared in Justice League.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Written by Joshua Williamson, art by Amike. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Cover by Phil Hester, variants by Matt Taylor. $3.99. Oh, that's probably why this book is still decent. Team Arrow is up against the wall. Team Arrow is up against the wall, and it's not Amanda Waller. It's her agent of destruction, Bright. Who is Bright, and why does he hate Green Arrow and his family? Ollie must decide if he should save his family, even if it means being locked up in Waller's super prison.
This probably is the first issue in a while not drawn by Phil Holster.
Pretty much.
Because it seems like he's been drawing it for this is issue 16?
Issue 16. Mm-hmm. I think Joshua Williamson's leaving this title due to burnout. He's leaving this title and Batman and Robin.
I understand that.
Well, he's also doing the G.I. Joe stuff.
I don't read G.I. Joe, so I see my history that series.
Check it out. It's really good. He does Duke. Duke is really good. He also did Cobra Commander.
Yeah, Cobra Commander. I read that book. The book is awesome.
Yeah. This is
issue 15. I love this book.
By Jeremy Adams and Philip Kennedy Johnson. I have not met Jeremy Adams, but I have met Philip Kennedy Johnson.
I'm a Jeremy Adams. I remember MSC 22. He gave me the Flash book. It's awesome.
It's a shame that he had to lead the Flash title.
That pissed me off. Like, what the fuck?
I would love to know the reason exactly why they had him lead this place with Cy Spurrier.
Cy Spurrier's book, it's so not interesting. It's just insane. Like, you gotta be kidding me. This book is so happy. It makes no sense.
And plus, it still features Wally's family in the book.
It
does.
It's so confusing.
I will say this, though. If you're going to bring Eobard Thawne back, just bring him back already. This arc could have been cut in half, and you would still get the same story.
Also, I'm done with Wally. Why Wally attacking Wally's kids? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Jay Nakamura kill me.
But the thing is, when it comes to Thawne, he was written out a couple years ago by Josh Williamson when he ended his run to end the rivalry between him and Reverse Flash. Between
Flash
and him and Barry.
I don't get it.
Yeah, but Thawne's a popular character, especially with the success of the Arrowverse show. So due to synergy, they're gonna find a way to bring Thawne back.
But the Arrowverse is over. It's been over for years. Why bring him back now? That seems too little,
And
too
it's
late.
just something though that of all three of the books that Josh Williams is working on, and yet none of them have Howard Porter as the artist.
That's odd. How Porter has been drawing flat for years.
On and off, he basically, I think he first drew it with Volume 2. Then
Yeah.
he told me this when he did arcs for his run. Williamson told me that he brought him in for big story arcs. A lot of the big stories you see for Flash are drawn by Howard Porter. If they're not big story arcs, like small ones, he has different artists draw them.
Yep.
Which makes
Anyways,
sense because Howard Porter is a damn good artist. I'm sure he might be busy with other stuff, and he may not have a full he might have a full-time schedule because he is a living legend. I'm sure he probably has other stuff. I love that variant cover with
that very cover fair one of all these.
yeah. This one,
That one.
okay, this is not like various different costumes. I see
John Stewart, Teen Lantern. I don't get Teen Lantern. She's still kind of boring. Jessica Cruz is usually awesome.
I see Simon Boz, the character DC doesn't care about writing him in any books. Jessica Cruz, Sinestro, Abin Sur, Kyle Rayner. Yeah. I love the fact it's interesting Alan Scott's in the dead center of all these lanterns because it makes total sense because it all starts with him.
Yep, it does.
And the best way to describe the four main lanterns is that Guy's a jerk. Hal is
Captain Kirk, the horn dog. Captain Kirk.
And John is a bit of an idiot at times.
Wait, John's the soldier. No, hold on.
I think Hal's more of an idiot.
Yeah, Hal's more of an idiot.
Hal's more idiot. Yeah.
Kyle is more the. I would say he's more of a serious one out of the four of them. Besides John.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Kyle is more the fun.
Go back to Grant Morrison's Justice League. Kyle Rayner was one of the most serious characters on that roster.
Yes.
Especially
Simon, it's like I'm trying to think what's the best way to describe him.
Simon is
he's interesting. He's actually the only Lance willing to use a gun. Jessica Cruz was, I think she was a bit of a forced character. I would say she's more forced than Simon is.
One at a time, gentlemen. Nick.
Right.
Oh, you know what lantern's missing from this picture?
Who?
Jade.
You're right.
Yeah.
Jade is not in this picture. Well,
I get Abin Sur being here. That's fine because a lot of these lanterns would not be here without Abin Sur. I mean, yeah, he has nothing against Alan Scott, but if that happens, we're going to get Hal, Kyle, Guy, and John. And Jessica and Simon are a bit something else. Simon has Sinestro's ring. His Grant's ring. Jessica's got her own ring, but it just seems like for her. Oh, you know another character missing in this cover? The Frontier Lantern. I think they should put her. I think they should put her on the cover instead of Teen Lantern.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I found her more interesting than Teen Lantern.
Teen Lantern is essentially the Green Lantern's getting a sidekick, or at least their attempt. It didn't work in the 90s, and it arguably doesn't work here.
As far as I can tell, the whole title itself was a joke from Jeff Johns' Titans book. That next cover, it looks like you have Hal look like he's wearing Kyle Rayner's design suit.
Either that is a Kyle Rayner in black and white.
Yeah, but the hair reminds me of. It looks like his face reminds me a lot of Hal.
It does kind of, but it's Kyle Rayner.
Yes.
Oh, I'll probably read this one. Hal had a problem. He needed to charge his ring, but the entrance to the power battery is a continent away. Yeah, this phone is the grand I was talking about. Yep. But the sky over there are patrolled by men of war modified amazers, of course. Which leads Hal with one choice: to ride into the danger zone.
Danger zone.
Danger zone.
That song is awesome.
Zone. I love that movie. The new talking movie is awesome. Yep. Don't worry. You totally got friends to use the bad point, but it's missing. Wink. But John Stewart tale of a Green Lantern War Journal spilled out in the battlefield of his new struggle brewing on the horizon.
I think they're
Okay,
continuing
I didn't know.
his. I
I
think they're
know it.
continuing the series of backup feature for this book.
But I about to see. Wait. I'm confused. I thought War Journal was still going. Did it end?
No, yeah, War Journal ended a few months ago.
Ooh,
I
look at that cover. I see Deadshot in pre-Flashpoint attire. That is pre-Flashpoint Suicide Squad.
That is
always do this squad.
Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, Bronze Tiger, Captain Cold, uh,
Oh, up there, that's Black Orchid.
Black Orchid. Thank you.
Wait, when was she part
That's
of Shooter
Nemesis.
Squad? I know about this.
Yeah, I think that purple. I think it's Nightshade. The one on the
Nice,
far,
I know.
the one on the far right on the bottom, that's Vixen.
Wait, Vixen part of Shooter Squad?
Yes, she
I
was.
know about this.
Yep, Breathe Suicide Squad by John Ostrander. The one in green, I can't tell who that is.
Neither can
It,
I.
it, it could be Ivy because she's the only I know who. Ivy's the only person I can think of part of the Suicide Squad who wears green. The one with the black outfit, it must be Nemesis.
Who? Who's Nemesis? I know
Tim
what this
Thumb.
is.
He's a support character, pure spirit, brave and bold. Who get this? Gail Simone had him form a romantic relationship with Wonder Woman.
Why? The guy isn't. No, what? Never mind.
He's a spy.
Of
He probably
course.
fell for her because, like any guy in DC universe knows this. Wonder Woman's hot.
True. Oh,
So,
good. John Ridley joined this book. We're
yes,
screwed. I'm done with John
yes.
Ridley.
It's like John Ridley, the guy who writes books that nobody buys.
Yep. After
Case in
Chase
point,
Fox
that's
Batman,
probably the
I
reason
was
why
done with him.
That's probably the reason why his Black Panther book didn't last very long.
Same reason why Chase Fox Batman didn't last very long. It failed.
His Black Panther was 15 issues.
I'm
Really?
surprised it got that far.
Yeah, and you get this, the one seated him, 10 issues.
Wait.
was really
what was 10
short.
issues?
The most recent one, I think, was Eve Ewing's run on the book. The problem with John Ridley's run on Black Panther, it was way too political. Way
It
too
was.
political. And
Not
I
just
did
that.
not understand. The best thing about the book was the Alex Ross covers. I love the Alex Ross covers in that book. But the biggest problem with the book was John Ridley introduced politics to Black Panther. Politics that people would find a turnoff. And that's probably the reason this book didn't last very long. In the case of
Blueberry's main villain.
Cobalt Blue is Barry's main villain. Cobalt Blue can work. You would just need a really good story.
I think he's supposed to be Barry's twin. I think he's supposed to be Barry's brother.
Twin brother.
Yes, but they didn't really explore that very much.
It didn't go anywhere. I only know Cobalt Blue from that Flash story arc with Wally. And that's really all I know about him.
There should be a story for Absolute Universe Wonder Woman Odyssey.
Yes, because that was interesting, except that the main reason why it wasn't as good as people thought it was because JMS had to leave halfway through because he was pulled off to do Superman Earth 1. Amanda Waller's journey to hell and back from blood-soaked streets to Chicago. It just basically Waller's backstory. It's leading into her forming the Suicide Squad. Yep. Okay, this is just basically how she formed the Suicide Squad.
Wow, how innocent, boring. Why
do we know this? Yeah, the thing is, we already know this. People may not read it. This was explored in Legends number 3, released in 1987, written by John Ostrander, Leen Wein, and drawn by John Byrne. We already had this story already. DC, if you want people to know about the origin of the Suicide Squad, read Legends number 3, because that's the origin story of how the heck this came about.
So why retcon this origin, a great origin, for this nonsense no one gives a damn about? Also, to make it worse... Oh, sorry. Let me finish.
The thing is, DC has reprinted Legends several times, but my guess is it's probably not as noteworthy event as like Crisis on Earth or 0 Hour.
It's really not.
Or Imminent Final Crisis.
but it is a really good event.
Yep. Oh, by the way, this story also said, and I quote, the order of the methodical man drawn to occur, but was secret when the terrifying alien mind of Buena Queen wrote the wall survived the very she herself has shown. So,
Oh, good.
apparently,
This is
wait.
the pilot to this miniseries.
I think so, yeah. It's the finally said
Task
that is the order
Force,
of
Task Force 7, number
written by
6.
Stephanie Williams.
Not a bad writer. I don't mind her at all. Because she wrote I think it was a different writer because no one Seth Phillips that wrote Harley Quinn.
I don't read Harley Quinn. I draw Harley Quinn all the time. I don't read that book.
Oh my god, it's Animal.
Didn't he get beat up by civilians because of
Yes,
BS
but
reasons?
this outfit he is wearing the cover here that's pre Flashpoint Animal.
Deep cut.
Yes, here's I know it's because I've actually read Animal by Grant Morrison. That's why I know it's pre Flashpoint because his costume was blue post Flashpoint when Jeff Lemire wrote the character. Pre Flashpoint was actually it did look like that.
Interesting.
I do like it that these covers feature pre Flashpoint stuff because there are a lot of people who love the era from 1986 to 2011. People love that era because there's a lot of really good stories here. There's some bad stuff, but a lot of good stuff.
I shall retcon important. I didn't get to read all that. I shall retcon important character coming. Do you think they'll bring in devastating retcons? At this point, it ain't
because
possible.
DC, I would say DC plays more the retcon card than Marvel does.
Marvel retcon cards are horrible. Look at Spidey. Spidey is so. You know what?
Okay, this different.
Yeah. Okay, you go read this one.
Okay, written by Task Force 7, issue number 6 out of 7. Written by Stephanie Williams. Wait, was she on Wonder Woman a while back? Or am I confusing her with Lee Williams?
I think so.
I think she wrote a Wonder Woman miniseries.
Okay, Amazon Attack, that tale story?
No, not that one. That was
Trial of the Amazons, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Trial of the Amazons. I believe she also wrote I think she's one of the writers for Sensational Wonder Woman. This comics feature Wonder Woman.
Art by Kerry Randolph, cover by Pete Woods, variants by Lyrics. Huh?
He's a good artist.
Okay, thank you, Pete Woods. Variants by Lyrics, Kerry Randolph, and Stephen Platt. Connecting variant cover 10 out of 12 by John Timms. And foil variant by Dan Moore.
Nice.
Amanda Waller comes for the Amazons after they assist the heroes in their battle for survival. Will her weapon with the powers of beloved champion of the island Themyscira be able to unlock its secrets, or will Queen Nubia and her sisters-in-arms send this robot straight to the underworld?
Task Force
7.
If anybody's wondering who this Queen Nabola is and where is Queen Hippolyta, I believe Queen Hippolyta is dead, and Queen Nabola became queen thanks to Trial of the Amazons.
Yeah,
apparently Hippolyta wanted to die right away for.
Yeah, that was something that was
explained in a one shot.
No, it was 700 stuff. That it was whoever was writing Wonder Woman in the 750s basically wrote that story. It was post Dark Knight's Metal, so that's when that storyline happened.
Basically,
that tale mystery made no sense.
Basically, Hippolyta made a deal with the goddesses to sacrifice herself to ensure the Amazons were protected. But Hippolyta bequeathed Artemis not to tell anyone because they would grieve for Hippolyta and try to convince her not to go through with it.
That's stupid. That makes no sense. That's not a tell deal.
Yeah,
we never found out the details of the deal, but we just know that's what ultimately Hippolyta did.
I think if I remember correctly, the death only happened 2 years ago.
2 years ago. I believe it was around the same time as Lazarus Planet, if not shortly beforehand.
I think so.
Then we got Amazon.
Oh, look, on the cover I see Amazing going after Ghostmaker, Chinese Superman, but what beast.
Where's he been on this thing? We haven't seen in years.
Yeah, he died in Mailman. The other guy with the green mask, I don't recognize who the heck the guy is. Do you?
I think that's in Major Robots.
No,
Neither do
the
I.
one next to Chinese suit man. Green mask,
Um,
purple outfit.
wait, wait. I know his character. That's the Chinese Batman, right?
No, that's not Chinese Batman, but wannabes. That's interesting. I never suspected that Dan Winters would bring back the wannabeast.
The
He's not
last
even
time I
featured.
saw the last time I saw Wanna Beast was either Teen Titans '03. No, what? No, it was either Justice League Unlimited. Excuse me.
Batman Brave and the Bold, the anime
Yeah,
series.
Batman Brave and the Bold, where he was killed off against. Was it Starro the Conqueror or was it somebody
Yes.
else?
Oh,
And he was
I think
dating
I think
Vixen
it's
in the show.
Starro.
He was also dating Vixen.
Yep.
Oh, that is yeah. Written by Dan Waters, art by Fran Galen, cover by Pete Woods, variants by Raza. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Tom Rainey and Steven Splatt. And variant cover number 11 of 12 by John Timms. Foil cover by Dan Mora. The
Dan
Trinity.
Winters is not a bad writer per se. It's just that I actually enjoy some of the stuff he writes, but it's not, let's say, big storytelling he does, but he does write good stories.
Yep.
The Trinity of Evil achieved total domination over Earth's superpowered protectors, but what of the heroes not of this Earth? Just ask Kal-El of Krypton before him. John Jones of Mars has felt the devastating effects of Waller's Task Force 7 fighters as they continue their mission of siphoning metahuman powers across the globe. But hope glimmers even in the face of ghastly Global Guardian, and a new generation of fighters from every corner of the world have joined forces to rise up. It's the finale of Task Force 7 as we near the grand finale of the epic Absolute Power event. Yeah, Absolute Power is going to bleed over into October. I just know it.
Oh god damn it!
Batman the
With some multiple events.
Barbarian.
Batman the Barbarian.
Written
Yeah,
and
that's a
drawn
Conan
by
Barbarian
Greg
reference.
Smallwood.
That's funny.
Um,
Yeah,
I'm
Amazon's
just
hold on. Stop the synopsis for a second. Anyone else remember how Amazon's attack was originally promoted to lead up to Absolute Power? No, like did everyone forget this?
yes.
I forgot
I
about it
remember who
because
wrote that book
that
now.
book was so confusing. It made no sense.
Yeah. Oh, I remember who wrote the book now. Joseph Campbell.
That's who I was
That
thinking of.
explains it. That's why the book was horrible.
Who also wrote New Champion Shazam.
Which is also not that good. Which
mean-
made them not the favorite characters. And I think
Nothing wrong with giving Mary Marvel the spotlight, but don't just shelve. I mean, Titans Academy won the place for that. Don't just shelve Bill. If you're gonna shelve Billy to prop up Mary Marvel, don't have him go out on Titans Academy. I mean, for God's
Academy
sake.
sucked. I hate that book.
Yeah, and they
It
also
was-
get and Tim Sheridan, the guy who wrote Titans Academy, gave Billy Batson its own miniseries as Shazam, where it was a weird demonic book where you had him basically deal with Necron. It was more a follow-up to Future State.
Which
Pretty
also
much.
sucked. These are all the crapping garbage.
I did
Stop
not know
like
why
fixing
they
it.
decided to do this for. And thank God we have that brand new ongoing started by Mark Waid, which was a lot better of a book. And then they had to
By
play
the
for
way-
Joseph Campbell.
Yep, and it all went down real fast.
Mark Wade's
So-
a scumbag. Okay, I just want to make a quick disclaimer for the audience. Mark Wade's a scumbag. Let's not kid ourselves. But he, for the most part, he can tell a decent comic book story. Let's at least give him that.
I
Yeah.
met him once years ago, and he was it was just before his start on when he wrote his run, just before he started his run on Avengers. That
The
that's when I
Avengers book
remember.
was not that good. It was really, really
I
boring.
did kind of enjoy it. Like, let's have the Avengers headquartered out of an airplane hangar for all the Avengers, and then have it where in Avengers, let's have them headquartered out of the Baxter Building.
Because Spider-Man owned the Baxter because Park Industries nonsense. But then he lost the company, and the Baxter went through. I
Well,
think it
he was
went
going to
back
buy it. The reason why that was because what happened James Bond Pacific 4. And he probably was the best person to own it because it was him or have Raxon buy it.
with Lockshot. Wait. I wasn't Lockshot. I thought Alchemist would go buy it.
Yeah, I think it was. I heard it was one of the companies. But Pete took very good care of the building. He had to sell it
And then
because
he lost
basically
it.
I don't know who sold the building to, but then the building went back to Fantastic Four somehow, and then Fantastic X took over the building, and then they gave back the building back to Fantastic Four until it got destroyed again, thanks to current writer's run.
I forget what's going on with that for right now, but I've been dropping all Marvel left and right. The only
Yeah, they're
Marvel
basically living in the Fantastic Four living in Ben Grimm's aunt's house.
Oh yeah, and then they built a science building underneath the house. That was cool.
Yes.
In
Yeah.
a world where the unspeakable beasts slither through the silent temples and sorcerers pledge innocent lives as blood sacrifices to the incomprehensible cosmic designs, only one man has the strength of will and brute force required to protect the people who would become prey. The fearsome blade-wielding Batman. But when the all-seeing Oracle warns him of a looming shadow creeping across the land, he will have to contend with foes that cannot be dispatched by sword alone, including the terrible memory of a catastrophe of which he was made. Eisner Award winner Greg Smallwood unleashes a brutal new vision of Bruce Wayne, shot through the high fantasy hallmarks and awe-inspiring reimagining of the classic Batman Rogues Gallery.
You should do an audio drama, J Heat.
Yeah, you should. So it's
Yeah,
going
Uh,
with Batman. Sign me up. I'm in. That sounds fun.
yeah. Plus, I'm also a good narrator too because you should hear me do readings in my church. Basically, people love the way I do readings, like the way I said would love. And I had one person. It was a pastor at my dad's church up in New York. He says, "Why do you say? Why do you say the word love like that?" Simple. I borrowed it from Bruce Pitcher himself. Brother Love. That's how he says it.
The
Detective Comics.
Telegram 1089. A boring book that's so gonna boring. I dropped out completely, but this book is boring. I'm out.
Written by Ram V. Art by Gillian March. Cover by Evan Campbell. Art backup
Even
by Dan
you.
Winters.
Nothing
Ooh.
wrong with having a self-contained run, but bring something to the
Ooh,
table.
it's for Namatory question.
Nice.
Wait, that's not the OG question. That's his successor.
Yeah, Renee Montoya.
Yeah, we name Montoya now. Remember?
Yeah, what was the other ones? Let's see. I see.
I know what the cover is.
It looks like something out of Batman Ninja. Ooh, Batman Frozen.
Speaking of Batman Ninja, we are getting a sequel finally.
Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't seen Batman Ninja yet, but I heard it looks interesting.
It looks way better because you haven't heard. By the way, I give it a land.
Backup art, they have not announced it. Cover connecting records by Gillian March. Special
John Lewis.
One at a time, gentlemen. Nick.
1.20 variant cover by Sebastian Fora, Jose Garcia Lopez, and Joe Moore Hispanic variant cover. Well, I get the reason why they do because the Hispanic character doing here is Renee Montoya because she's Hispanic and she's a lesbian, but that is part of her character. That's not her defining trait of the character.
Yeah,
It began with a melody, strange and haunting, drawing Batman deeper and deeper into a demonic odyssey from the sewers under Gotham to an illusionary desert, from the brink of death to a strange rebirth, from the iron grip to the deadly blades of chaos has led to this moment. And now the curtain closes on Ram V's epic Gothic opera.
You're finally done.
This book basically is the end of the story arc, finally.
Thank God. What?
Nightwing Uncovered.
I don't know what this is.
I think this is a reprint. Hold on.
I don't know.
Written by yeah, that's a reprint. Written by
Dexter Soy, Jim Lee, Dan Moria, and Jamal Campbell.
Travis Moore and others.
Go back. That very cover. Not that one. Nope.
That one.
This one right here?
Oh, never in memories. Good times.
It's a mod to City Comics 20. I did ask Jim Palmiani about the cover that he did for Deadpool. Whose idea was to the very cover of homage and everything. It was actually the editor's idea to do that.
Nice.
Let's see. Very cover by Sal Roca, Gasmon Kabakali. That first cover there, one of these covers might be Jim Lee. I couldn't tell which one it was.
I think I know. I think I know which one. It's the first one.
That doesn't look like Jim Lee.
Oh no, wait, the second one.
That one, I think so.
That looks more like Dexter Soy. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, which one's Jim Lee? The last one?
I guess those are the images we have here.
Yeah, close enough. It's better we can do. Whatever.
Jamal Campbell, let's see what we got here. Okay, Dick Grayson front and center in the stunning collection of most common cover.
Yeah, collection one of his stories.
Okay.
No comment.
Batman
Dog Age, issue 6.
Written by Mark Aldred. Written by Mark Russell, art by Mark Aldred. Variant cover by Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yep. And then variant cover by Ian.
One at a time, gentlemen. Nick.
Bertram.
1.5 variant cover by Ian Bertram. Gotham appears to be saved, but for how long? A face from Gotham's past emerges from the ashes, and the anti-monitor threatens to destroy everything. Bruce Wayne looks back across the years, wondering if it's all nothing. I think it's
I know what this is. This connects to my Space Age. If you see my Space Age, it connects to that book.
Yeah, I think that's the finale.
Yep. Batman the Bull, issue 17. With my Michael Conrad, Allison Goya, whatever. Yep. Leap year only comes once every 4 years. And for most, an extra dirty. Extra day.
Extra day on the calendar.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. On the calendar, it's a mild novelty. But for Calendar Man, there's a critical error in that which he holds the most dear. Now, Batman and the GCPD respond to deadly hostage situation. But can they work together to stop Calendar Man? Before it's too late. And after the question with the help of a surprise guest star, I met the mysterious villain, Zora.
Zero,
my man.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
I know what it is. Oh, yeah.
This.
Howard.
Oh, yeah. This is the final issue of Catwoman.
Thank God. It's finally over.
I don't think Tina Howard had a terrible run in the book. It just got them more kind of dragged down a little bit. But I heard about this book is ending. I am actually quite surprised ending this number because here's kind of the weird thing. Even though it's like all the ongoing volumes for Catwoman, this is the short. This is actually slightly longer than the previous volume.
I forget. What was the previous volume again? I don't remember.
The first volume was 4 issues. That was ongoing. It was mini. Oh, I love this variant cover. Let's see.
That was amazing.
Okay, so in the middle of the back, that is Catwoman's very first costume. The one to her left, that is her classic Golden Age. That's one of her Golden Age costumes. The one next to it, it's just some silver. I don't know which one it was. The blue one from the 70s. The one with the collar, that's also from the 80s. The gray one, that's from her first volume. Then we have the purple costume, the Jim Ballant costume. The one we have next to the middle one, that is her costume she's had since 2003, which they kept that for Rebirth. For New 52.
I love that suit.
The middle one is the current costume. The one next to it, I'm not sure where that one's from.
Oh yeah. I know. Wait. Go back. I know that one. That's from New 52. That's from this year when
You sure that's not from You sure it's not from that live action Gotham Girls or Birds of Prey show from the 2000s?
Be right back.
Oh yeah, could have been that show. I fucking show my memory to get how bad it was.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was mediocre, but I wasn't gonna say it was bad.
Yeah, fair enough. Aw, that guy was cute. I like that guy with Harley Quinn. It's adorable. Yep.
As the forces of the White Glove prepare to put Gotham City in a stranglehold, Celia finds herself in need of emergency medical treatment from the steady hand of none other than Hush.
What?
Would the female feline fatale survive her procedure and live to protect her beloved her beloved's precious city, or will she be reduced to fish food at the bottom of the Gotham City Bay?
Why Hush? Hush is a psychopath murderer. I don't
Birds
get
of
it.
Prey, issue 13 by Kelly Thompson. See, I'm sorry, this book has just fell off. Like I was interested in it, and it was good to see returning characters like Black Canary's adoptive daughter, Mia,
And
Gia,
Cassandra Kane.
and Cassandra Cain getting something to do since Batgirls was canceled. I appreciate it, but ultimately, this book has just fallen off, at least in my mind.
Yeah, I dropped that a long time ago. I got bored. Like, this is boring. I'm out.
13. If it hits if it hits by 16, they'll probably break Volume 2's numbering issues, which was 15 issues.
I should hope so.
Interesting. What happened to have the cover? I see Cassie. I see Black Canary. I think that's Big Barda.
Yep, that's her.
Vixen in the back, and Black Canary's adoptive daughter off to the side.
I think her name
Where's
is
she
Cindy.
been this time?
I think her name is Cindy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's her.
Cindy, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
It's Catwoman.
That's a weird cover. Why did that be in a Bird of Prey comic?
I don't know. Let's see. I like that cover,
That cover was good.
but it's like, let's just.
That cover made a little bit cover.
Okay, this is interesting. We have Black Canary now. Of these costumes, the one that's the first back in the no one think, is that first appearance costume? No, that is actually the mid '80s costume for Black Canary. The one you have in the second row, furthest to the left, the first two costumes. That's some early Birds of Prey from the '90s. The one that's the first one back far left. That is the original Black Canary's costume.
Nice.
The one that is second row, furthest right, I believe that is it's one of her costumes she said. I think that's her new 52 costume.
No, this is her new 52 costume right here.
Yeah.
New 52 was not that good for Black Canary.
It's Cassie.
I love the Cassandra was awesome. I love Cassandra King.
It's interesting though of all the birds that apparently because this is a book that features Black Canary, let's give her one of these variant covers.
Wait, I think that might be her DCYOU costume. It is from when she was a.
What DCYOU,
yeah.
which was
the one where she's sleeveless. I'm trying to remember what book because the one that's next to her 80s costume, that's more of the one next to her 80s costume far back. That's standard classic Black Canary costume. That's the costume she had. I think from the late 90s up until Flashpoint, she had that costume.
Yep.
With the
Flashpoint costume wasn't good at all. It was very bad, which in my opinion.
Yeah. The search for Bob. Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead, Nick.
With the search for Barbara finally over, Cass leads the Birds of Prey through Porter one final time. We have a too familiar with the cast, but strange to everyone else. Wait here and turn everything on its head.
What's here? What's here? No, wait.
Say who? Interesting.
I don't get it. Is it Court of Alice?
Yeah. I don't know.
Batman and Robin issue
13. Joshua Williams' final issue. Now, will the book end or will it relaunch?
I think it'll probably end.
No spotlight for Robin.
Yep.
Isn't that interesting? Like, although the other books have spotlight for her characters, but not for Robin? I find that strange.
The last one we had Tinted Robin, which was bad.
Yeah, but I'm talking about those air covers we saw with the spotlight ones. Yep. Not for this book, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's confusing. What the heck? I don't get it. Whatever.
Written by Joshua Williamson, art by Juan Ferreira, cover by Simone Gamillo, variants by Juan Ferreira and Travis Mercer, and 1.1:25 variant by Christian Ward. $5. Batman, Robin, and Bane must escape Dinosaur Island, but they are not alone. A dangerous presence has taken over and won't let anyone leave the island alive. Can the father and son dynamic duo return to Gotham, or will this be their last adventure together?
Batman Super 1 issue 31, my favorite book. I
And
love
look,
this book.
and this is interesting. So let's look at the artist. It's not Dan Moria.
It's
It's
Adrian
Adrian Gutierrez.
Yes, I know who it
This
is.
might be the first issue of this book not done by him I can think of.
I think
That's
so too.
odd.
Oh,
Aquaman
this is
cover,
weird. We give a spotlight to Aquaman for this one?
but no
Oh my
Aquaman
gosh.
book.
Oh yeah. Okay, so um the costume you see on the front row, far right, that is
Is
from
this?
Colin. No, the one on the front.
Oh,
That is
Mm.
that costume there. That's from Colin Bunn's run from Aquaman.
oh God! I
Wasn't that
remember.
book good?
Yeah, that came after Jeff Parker. The one on the far left front row,
That's on
I
Rebirth.
think
That's New 52.
New
New
52.
52.
Okay, now the costume in the second row, far left, that's from
That's
Aquaman
the
Volume
stealth
2.
suit.
Yes. Next to it is from Peter Davis' run for Aquaman.
Yep, with the hook hand.
The one next to it,
90s,
No, this was 80s.
80s.
Peter David's run was in the 90s with the hook hand.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this was
Uh,
80s.
Yeah, I think so. The one on the far right, I think that's Arthur Joseph Curry. They brief replacement for Aquaman just before Infinite Crisis, because he
Wait,
disappeared after
why?
issue 39. Yeah, it was when it was known as Sir of Atlantis. The
Who?
costume, yeah, the costume he has in the far left back row. I think
Golden
that's
Age.
first. Yeah, I think it's Golden Age. I think the middle might be Silver Age, and the one on the right must be Bronze Age.
Yep.
The one in
Which I-
front, I think that's New 52. The one not Dead Center, the one next to it, that I think that's New 52.
Which one's Rebirth?
This is
Middle.
Rebirth.
Yeah, you know what I can tell it's New 52? The
You
collar,
got the lines.
the collar.
Better call it that too.
Yeah,
I never liked the collar. The collar
but the one with the one next to the Pierre David suit, I'm not sure where the heck that suit
That's
came
Jade.
from.
That's Jessica Cruz.
Oh.
You were
Yeah.
saying, Nick?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that costume between Arthur Joseph Curry and the Peter David costume. They even at Peter David. I don't remember him wearing. I think he may have worn that costume. Maybe late on in his run after Peter David left, but
Towards
it's
the
not.
end of
knows?
that.
It may be toward the end of maybe toward the end of Volume 5 he wore that costume. But that's
You know what's weird? There's no Aquaman book coming out. Why?
After what happened with Aquaman, I would not be surprised.
And here's something
Oh,
also
yeah, that
weird.
book doesn't burn.
Get this. Volume 1 is mostly in Volume 1 is pretty much in trade. Volume 3 is in trade. 5, about half is in trade. 6 is pretty much entirely mostly in trade. Here's the weird thing. 2, 4, not in trade. Don't know the reason for it. I had heard a story involving the stealth suit, where this suit, the main series that appeared in, that was supposed to get a sequel. Instead, we had the other stuff with Keith Giffen. He did, and then Peter David gave the suit to a Aquaman clone known as Thanatos, this big bulky guy who Mira thought was Aquaman, so she slept with him.
I said it was a clone. What happened after Power failed? What would DC Comics realistically do to get worse results than they expected?
Well, Absolute Power is largely going to be an Elseworld line, similar to Marvel's Ultimates. So it won't really affect the main line that much.
Yeah.
If it fails, then there'll be another filled universe that goes nowhere, or the open universe after that can pull it up.
Yeah.
I think it's memory hole, bad story, and hope no one
Would
will
James
remember
Gunn try to cover comics?
I sure hope not. If he
I
does,
don't think so. I think he better focus on the movies and maybe some TV show stuff. I don't think he wants anything to do with the comics at all. I think he wants just to focus on his own stuff.
Yeah, there might be some synergy here and there, but it won't be a whole lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
notice on
yeah,
his Stephen King's logo, it looks like it's like Looks like a spider-inspired web singers.
Nice. What's going on with Green Lantern Dog Outward? It looks like CG now and Scott's Green Lantern. Oh, you mean Jessica Cruz, right?
I want to say so. Hold on.
Yeah, Alan's ring basically is different from the other rings because normally the rings are like circle with the lantern symbol. Alan Scott's ring is basically just the lantern with the little ring strap.
Yeah.
That character, I'm not sure who that is. I love that cover. That cover is awesome.
I know that's Superman. I don't know who's in the bike. Is that Batman?
That's
Yeah, it's
Batman.
Batman.
Hey, Batman.
Oh, that's animated series.
Yep.
Kind of.
Good times.
That motorcycle. I think that's. I think I know what that's from. That's from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yep.
Good times.
You actually drove the Tumbler in an issue of Detective Comics when John Lee wrote the book.
He did.
Nope.
Yeah, he did. It was actually in issue 20, where basically he used the Tumbler to blast through Emperor Penguin's compound to capture him.
Yep. Darkness Fall, Eclipso, Master of Light and Shadow, has risen to play the world's finest team, Ultraman Batman. However, like never before, Eclipso finds upon the earth in the state of eternal night and eternal despair. Well, tonight, Duo saved today. Not the name of Duo. We'll find her saved today. Stay tuned next time, true believer. You say, that back channel, send back time.
I wouldn't be surprised who's in the book. Oh, it's Harley Quinn 43. I think
I'm done Harley Quinn. I'm done with the book.
I think this is the final issue of Harley Quinn.
Thank God it's over. I don't want to do Harley Quinn ever again.
Which I believe this is the second longest volume in the history of the series.
Why has this book kept going? It's not interesting. It's boring.
Tibby, here's a question. Oh, I love this cover here. Okay, so I see Batman Arkham.
I see Crisis Harley Quinn.
I see the one with the red and blue. I think that's Suicide Squad.
Yep.
The one with the cape thing. That's actually from
that's
that's Harley from Power Girl.
Yep, and one New 52, the one on the right.
Yeah, the one on the far right in that row, second row. That's Injustice.
Yeah, that was her Injustice costume. I think they repurposed it in certain books, but
yeah,
that's
I don't know why.
In the back row, first one is Harley from the animated show. The middle one, I think, is from her first appearance in the comics
during No Man's Land, I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
No Man's Land.
And the other one, I think, is just prior to relaunch.
Yep.
Dead Center, that's currently Harley Quinn costume. And the one next to her, I think that's movie costume.
Or Rebirth.
Rebirth was good. Or New 52. I hate that suit. It looks so bad. What the hell is that? Okay, all right, explosion.
Yeah.
No comment.
Tiv, if you're curious how long the previous volume was 75 issues. 75.
75 issues? Seriously?
Yes. Yeah. And here's the thing. Went through 3 writers in 75 issues. 3 creative teams. First, Jeremy Palmer and Connor, Frank Terry, and then Christos Gage in the book.
What? Christos Gage wrote a Harley Quinn comic?
Yeah. Ooh, Poison Ivy number 25. I wonder if you get a variant cover featuring all of her outfits. This one. Let's see.
Zero Wilson, Grace Ellis, Jeffrey Fellner, Martin. Then what? What? How many writers does this book need? This seems way too overkill.
It's issue 25. Of course, they multiplies the book. Marco Turca. Oh, the last cover that you saw there. Scroll up a little bit.
It's from Dan Waters.
The last cover that you see here. Brian Ballard. That's Brian Ballard's cover. Mind. You can tell by the style of the artwork. How it's a little more darker in shading, but that's Brian Ballard's artwork.
Oh, every day of the week.
I know we point out every single comment.
Join these various writers.
Detected.
Yeah. Join various writers. They tell stories past, present, future. Discover a set and true story of 2 cousins who love mushrooms a little too much. A man play with fire, a American crocodile, an overworld just like a bat, plus a sneak peek of what upcoming year 3 of Poison Ivy. All this and more in special overhead extravaganza. Man Play with Fire, probably obviously Firefly. Hungry Crocodile, probably Killer Croc. Overdressed like Bat, probably
Batman.
yeah, Batman. Mushrooms Too Much. Uh ooh, I think it's really into them.
Either that
One thing, right?
this is a tie-in comic for the multiverses
Time of the
crossover.
video game.
Yeah,
Tie into the video game.
yeah, that's all this one is.
Speaking
Moving
of time video game, I like the Tiny Shooter Squad periodically. It was not
Ooh.
good. It was
Yeah,
bad.
I saw on the solicit they could bring back DC Superstars. I thought it was canceled after Jason Neal, but no, they brought it back. They already took some time off because of House of Brennick, but now they brought it back with Gail Simone
And
which is-
Rainbow Law in the backup story.
yeah, Eddie Barrows, Danny Minky doing artwork. He's only inker, and Supergirls, interesting.
Where's my Supergirl book, DC?
Yeah, so okay, these costumes. The headband one, the one
That's
that's
from Golden
your
Age.
mouse on. That's
That's Crisis.
Yeah, that's just for Crisis.
No, that's Silver Age.
It's just for
No.
Crisis, that one. The one with the S symbol, that's also around that same time. The one on the far left back row, that's debut. That's next one's probably just afterwards. Not sure about the sleeveless one. I'm not sure that one's
I
from.
want to say that's 60s. I want to say that's 60s.
I think
know.
so.
I know this one. The one
This
with
is
the white
70s. This
Yeah.
is 70s.
the-
That's
the-
early
the-
90s. That's
the one
Matrix.
the one with the white clothes. That's from the anime series. That's from
Yeah.
Within Damage.
And she also, I think she may have worn that. Yeah, when Pierre Day wrote the book. The one in the front left, that is from the start of Volume 5 when Jeff Loeb wrote the book. Which
It's
according
a
to
good
Tom
book,
Bernard,
I
he was.
love that story.
Yeah, I spoke to Tom Bernard about this costume. He is not a fan of that costume
Why? It's a good costume.
because it shows a midriff.
Okay.
That's why he doesn't like it.
I don't see a problem with
what-
that. It's fine by
I don't
me.
know. The one dead center, that's from Rebirth, obviously. And the one on the left, that's the current costume.
I'm not a fan of the current costume. The current costume looks not that great. I'm more a fan of Leo Soup.
I kind of wish she would have in their book in because I like with Aquaman, there probably is a reason, but her, there's not a reason why she should not have a book now.
Oh,
Well, that's
that's
amazing.
AI. That's AI all disgusting.
Yeah. I love that cover right there.
That cover was great.
Where you have Lois basically like typing away and you have Clark using his powers to looks like he's cooking breakfast.
Yep.
I see like pancakes, I see eggs. Hot
Hot
girl.
Girl. Why's Hot
The
Girl
heck?
in this cover? Oh, getting a jet.
I think Hot Girl's getting a backup in this comic. At least I'm assuming.
Yeah, she had a miniseries recently. I didn't think it was that bad.
No, but they did wait for Lords and Clark keep working together without comment about ownership. I don't get the last story. I get the, but the, wait. Go up. What's the main story about?
The
Challenge.
challenge-
Oh,
Can
sorry.
we do it?
Who's
The
the
challenge
leader?
continue. As Superman finds himself an unwilling gladiator in a war of 1,000 worlds. Either he completes challenges or we lose cities of Paris, Chicago, and Candor? Join us in a wild terror adventure intergalactic war. Plus, there's a way for Lois and Clark to keep working together without compromising their values and their relationship. That sounds like an interesting comic.
The main story interesting. The backup story, not so much.
It is
It's
interesting.
It's literally Clark and Lois having a lover spat for 10 pages. That's really all it boils down to.
I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
Done with that.
I'm actually quite surprised Gail Simone's doing this book again because you look at basically our Wikipedia page. Well, I like that cover.
That's my backup story with Super Saiyan dogs.
Yeah, this is probably the first time she wrote the book since she brought in Livewire in the comics,
Yep.
which was I just really just say Action Comics 835 was debut of Livewire in the comic. Then she left right after that. This is probably
This goes on the backup story with Tranny.
Yeah, this is probably reprinting her whole feature from Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Okay, outside
Outsiders
issue,
is still going on.
I'm surprised it's going
I
on.
heard it should be 12
I
issues. I was told
what?
it's 12 issues. I heard it from one of the writers who told me this. It's supposed to be 12 issues and that's it.
But isn't the book similar to Planetary? It makes no sense. It's confusing. Could we cut that?
Yes, and I did ask him this. I think it was Jazz Laser that asked him this. This book has nothing to do with the classic Outsiders. This is just planetary stuff. The name is just in name only. It has nothing to do with Outsiders. Maybe when the book wraps up and we do another Outsiders book, maybe we might do classic Outsiders. Who knows?
I have a question. Why not name it Planetary? Just name it Planetary and just go right there. Why
Copyright,
name it
licensing, and the last, yeah, they had to call it something else, Tevia, because the
But
moment you call it,
I think the
Planetary
planetary book
Wildstorm.
was done by Warren Ellis.
Yes, it was a good book. It was an awesome book.
Titans number 15,
Oh, dear
the
God.
Darkwing Queen saga.
No, this is Evil Raven. I'm done, Evil Raven.
Okay, let's see about the cover. Let's see if we have any spotlight covers. Because this is the one with spotlight covers.
That's the main cover with Evil Raven.
What's Jaime
Scooby-Doo.
doing in a Titan?
No spotlight
no.
cover. That cover there, I
Oh,
think that's I'm trying to think. That may have been one of the artists from Titans by Joe Winnick.
Wasn't Joe Wayne's book not that good? I heard a bad story.
It was interesting what it was. It wasn't terrible. His run was not very long on Titans. It was like just about 10 issues and he left. Then he got replaced with a writer who did Death Trap. The book went through several different writers.
Wait, didn't you like Nightwing and the Outsiders?
No,
that was somebody else.
Outsiders. So what? Yeah, he wrote Outsiders.
Oh,
He wrote all but 5 issues of that book.
Yep. Omega Death will shake the DCU. Oh, goody. Another Titan gets killed. Yay. There's no stopping it. Dark Destiny is coming, and countless will shake with fear. The Darkwing Queen is riding. Stronger than the Titan, stronger than Trigon, and all demonic children. Can Dan save the world and the friend, or when they report to choose? Here's my theory. My big lady gonna die. Again. Because, F it. We can't kill people, we kill Raven. And make her like a ghost, similar to Mark Wolf and Blood.
Power Girl issue 13.
I'm done, Paolo. I can't do anymore. I'm out.
And I was talking to Grandpa Manny about this.
Tevia?
Huh?
Are you mad about the page thing? Because I think just about everyone forgot about it.
Yeah, I'm mad about that. I'm still don't like that.
Yeah, I was talking to Grandpa Manny about this. Like, it's Power Girl, and they don't have Mandacar doing covers.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I don't know why. I did ask him why his run on Power Girl ended when he worked on Power Girl with Justin Gray and his wife, because DC wanted to try to book without Amanda Conner as their artist. And that's why they left.
It failed miserably.
And it lasted for another 15 issues for the book got canceled.
Yep.
Let's look at those covers for that one, because we would look at the cover. Let's see. Let's see what we got
That's the
here.
main cover. Second cover.
No spotlight cover. No spotlight cover.
I really would love to see a spotlight cover. That would have been awesome. One person I would love to hear his opinion about this book, Jerry Conway. He created Power Girl. Go ahead.
Cam Barrett's to the suitor Axel. Who the hell is Axel? I don't care about this guy.
He debuted earlier in the run. I think issue 3 or 4.
Ow.
Yeah.
Why do you Axel?
Power Girl is a character who doesn't have a definitive love interest. Oh, here's the weird thing. When she popped on Mr. Terrific, she dated Mr. Terrific, and then when they showed up in Earth 2, their relationship was never mentioned.
It's on right now. So it's 4 releases, no one to lead. Shocker.
Oh, it's Josie Campbell. Continue running Shazam.
Oh, goody. My favorite Captain Marvel character getting destroyed. Again. I miss Captain Marvel so much being the hell I know and love.
In this book, he's called the Captain, not Shazam, which is good.
Yeah, which is good because it took them
Yeah.
just wanted to fix
Well,
that
for
title.
Shazam, him not getting a spotlight cover, I think that's fine. I don't have much of an issue with it at all because he's only had like one or two costumes, not many costumes change over the years.
Maybe
So
three.
yeah,
Maybe
three.
three.
Yeah, but
Three.
him, I don't have an issue with that.
Neither do I.
Things go from
Things
bad to worse as evil society behind the latest Montag finally revealed, with Philly literally crumbling beneath their feet. Is the ability to marry the subworld from shaking, but its integrative ability to utter the magic words and without powers. How in the world can Freddy help? Well, he might get a chance to that, and will he chance to send shockwaves to the Shazam family?
Wait, is this an absolute power tie-in?
No,
It
no,
Or
feels
no,
like
no. This isn't After Power. This isn't After Power at all. This is a main story tie-in. Yeah,
because when
it's
it's written,
probably something more
it seems like it is a
yeah.
tie-in set. Oh, good.
Oh,
I got it.
Flash, Wally West, my favorite character.
Classic
Okay,
J. Garrick, Earth 2 Saga, Return of the pre-Flashpoint J, Barry Allen, Barry Allen, Barry Allen, Barry Allen Crisis,
Yep, Kid
Wally
Flash,
Kid
Wally
Flash,
West, Reba,
early 2000s Wally, and Rebirth
and
Wally.
Reba
There's not.
Wally West.
They would think the Reba costume looks a bit like strange,
I
like
kind of like
having his hair exposed like that when he's Flash.
I kind of like the Reba suit. I think it was pretty badass and awesome. It's a good suit. But I'm more better classical Wally. I'm glad to get the classical better and
Yeah.
definitely.
One thing is missing from the Barry Allen lineup. I don't see the unless you see it. Do you see the new 52 costume?
Nope,
Uh,
I don't see it at
no.
all.
Wait, it might be over here. No, that's his Return of Barry Allen.
Maybe if you maximize the picture, hit that maximize button over there. No, not zoom in. I mean, click this thing.
Oh, right here.
Yep. Ta-da.
I think it's that last one because I see a chin. A couple of them see like chin.
Yeah, I
straps.
see a chin strap maybe.
Oh, there it is. I see. It's right there. That's it.
Yeah, it's this one, the lines.
Yeah, that's new
That's
52,
number two.
which he still has that costume.
Yeah,
What?
Barry
I
does.
thought they got
Barry
rid
does
of
not.
it.
Yeah, he still has that.
Does it
Probably
find it weird that he's never like everyone else changed their costume when Rebirth happened, but he, nope, never did.
Because Joshua Williamson, I mean, Williamson's run carried over into Rebirth, so there was no reason to
But
change
God,
it.
the DCU flashback was not good, so I tried to see.
Yeah,
Why even
DCU
though
that was Marvin did he introduced
Wallace West,
yes, which they try and pass up as the regular Wally West by being black.
which is BS.
It didn't work very
Hey.
well.
Sorry.
Barry Allen has been to the ends of the multiverse and back. Now he runs a danger like any he's ever encountered. As the fate of not only the Speed Force but all heroes hangs balance, Barry's life story flashed for his eyes as he brings the most important race ever.
Where's Wally?
Good
This ain't a
question.
fair, bro. The Flash, Wally West flashback.
Yeah.
Where's
Still
Wally?
that West Iceberg, Romo Pez does the artwork. Yeah, no really
Oh,
change there. Oh look, it's a continuation of the
One shot.
yes. From DC Vault, Death and Family, Rob Liz number 3.
But we have this story we didn't tell you living in Red Hood.
Yes. Does anybody find it weird that this is about Jamie Tias, not Jim Starlin?
That is
No,
weird.
because-
Jim Stone wrote the story.
Jim Starling actively he openly admitted this in an interview. He did not like the whole Batman and Robin dichotomy. He openly resented it. He's admitted that multiple times.
I know. I
And
should
he-
have asked him that during SuperCon. Oh well.
Yeah. I did hear the reason why he let the book because Danny Neal fired him for not having showing Batman grieving over Jason's death.
When's Batman gonna have his kids? Good question.
He does have kids.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
And no, they're not Nora and Bart.
No,
Yeah.
that's in CW nonsense. It's a scenario twins.
Yeah. Jamie Tias doing this, which is interesting because
He's a good writer.
yeah, he's a good writer, but here's kind of the strange thing. He has not written much. He's written some Batman comics, mostly for Legends Dark Knight, but he's never any issues for the main Bat book or Detective Comics. Mostly it's Legends. So
Yep.
I find him be a strange choice to write this.
Yep.
I agree.
I mean, if
I
not
agree.
Jim Starlin, like, let's see. I would think possibly the best person to do this, if he wanted to. I haven't heard much anything for years. Why not bring in Max on Collins to do this?
Hmm.
After all,
I
he
think
did
so,
write
yeah.
the post-crisis Jason Todd story. Why not have him do this? I mean, I don't think he had a problem with it.
Your guess is as good as mine on that one.
Who knows? Um.
Look, Jason Todd has escaped from the Dev Institute and is on the hunt for revenge, but when Robin finally finds the Joker, revenge transforms into tragedy and
And madness.
madness. Meanwhile, Batman's encounter with Mother Grimm and her army of lost children has the Dark Knight questioning both his past and his purpose. Is he Gotham's savior or the city's worst nightmare? Rescuing Jason is the only way to find the answer, and Nightwing is there to help him.
I'm confused. Is this story a what if scenario? James Todd live and Batman did not
Yes,
die?
yes. It's a what
So
if
it.
scenario.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's an Elseworld story. What if Jason survived Bosnia? But I believe it was a real country in the original story, but due
Yeah, it
to
was.
political relations, they retconned it to being a fictional nation.
Yes, which they had written in the outlets him revisit the country, and this was in, I think it was in volume 2, where he was in a building. He looked out basically distance. He saw the very building that he had his death in.
You mean the Weaver letter now, not the New 52, right? New 52
Yeah,
bad.
I think it was Rebirth. He was a country. He's like, oh, I know where I am. Take me to your leader right away
Yep.
Now
because
there is
because he's in the very country where he died.
now there is two versions of what led to Sheila Haywood and Death in the Family. In the New 52 version, Sheila Haywood made a deal with the Joker to fake her death, get out of Jebediah Todd's crime debts, and get out of and skip town. In the classic version, Jebediah and Sheila broke up at some point, but they do not say, "Oh, she's just roped up. She's indebted. She's basically operating without her medical license because her medical license got revoked." And I guess Joker helped her or is blackmailing
Yep.
her. Like, you do this. Hey, oh no, now I remember. Sheila was doing some humanitarian work, but her license got revoked. Joker threatened to expose her if she didn't help him with his scheme.
Yep.
Sorry, I
I
haven't
always
read
tried
the.
to
There's
bring away,
no
but
denying the way Jim Starlin wrote her. She was a terrible mother.
true. I went to class to bring away, but New 52 is crap. I hate that retcon. Like, you gotta kill me. Like, this is stupid. Like,
It doesn't
James
really
Gunn,
change much. Not really.
but it made the Joker be the one we didn't let her exist. But that's BS. That makes no sense. I hate
It
that
kind of
retcon.
does. I mean, the Red Hood gang, the Red Hood moniker, and Jason literally brands himself as Red Hood despite the Joker in some way. So, I mean, it's a bit of a stretch, but you can make it
Here's a
work.
question I would love to answer because of answer to. Because if you reread the Outlaws in the number 25, which is tying into Zero Year, in that book, Jason gets his hands on Red Hood One's helmet.
He does.
What happened to the helmet afterwards?
It got destroyed.
I want
I
to say it
think.
was in a later issue. Either that or was never mentioned again.
And Scott Liddell wrote that story. It wasn't that good. So I ignored it. Because
Well, he also did Rebirth.
They didn't mean input with retcons. And
Yeah,
no, input not
and
retcons.
I have mentioned this to Liddell about Red Hood and the Outlaws, where his second volume was better than the first volume, and he was actually quite happy to hear that.
Question, did you ask me about Bartor, about that character from New 52?
No, I didn't get a chance to ask about that. I did talk about how his run on Teen Titans, the second run he did, never had a finish. It
wasn't good.
ended. It just ended. It never
It was
had.
good reading, but the book wasn't good. It was a complete cluster.
Wait, which Teen Titans book are we talking about?
Both books.
The one was relaunched under Will Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a good book at all. It was
But
it was mediocre, but
it
I'm not
made
going to
no
say it was.
sense. And then Harvest came out of nowhere. Why?
Yeah,
Why
and also
Harvest?
when the first cover came out for that book, Tiffany, you remember this where people were criticizing Cassie Sandmark for having People criticizing your chest size for a teenager.
Yep, I remember that. It was weird.
No,
I'm
Also,
like,
no.
made it with all of that
in
book
my
was
opinion,
horrible.
who cares? Why the heck are you complaining about this for?
Yeah, good. Also, the main story of that book with Manchester Black, it made no sense. It's gonna be
Where he's
mad to
got a
make it to
tattoo on his chest where it's literally his Union, what should be a T-shirt. It said in this book is tattoo, and then he pops up in Period Tomasi's
which made me so
Superman,
happy. I
where
love
he's
that.
basically like he's freaking huge.
Yep,
He's like
and
the
he
size of Superman, and then you see him pop up in
Grant Morrison the 40.
yeah, where he's basically like pre-Flashpoint Manchester Black,
Yep,
and
and
then he
then he
dies in
betrayed.
issue 1050.
Yep, thanks to Lex Luthor, who betrayed that after him, then to Manchester betraying Superman in the War Saga.
Yep.
Great story, right? War Saga, awesome story.
Yes, My Adventures with Superman.
Issue 4, the tie-in to the actual cartoon.
I believe it takes place like after season 1, but before season 2, kind of like during
Yes,
the holiday
that is
season.
true.
I don't get how
Team
people
7.
like this show. I watched the first episode and I just lost interest.
I believe the people who worked on the show were the same from the Netflix She-Ra series, or at
Yes.
least the character designers from that show.
Yes.
Here's the thing, though. The show actually is good. Season 2 is far better than season 1. Granted, Dodge was thinking it was just sticking that way. But the show is actually interesting.
Did it fix Superman's power problem?
Kind of, yes. Sort of.
Not at
This
all.
is Supergirl. The show Supergirl and the show Supergirl is pretty good.
Bam 89 Echoes.
Oh yeah, they did not movie time. The
It's a
continuing
sequel
on
to
the
that
movie.
returns. The sequel to. Now, Tivia, Crimson. I heard Crimson mention this in the Discord. He described the first book as woke. I read the first book. I didn't see it as woke. Did you?
I didn't read it because I'm done with the stuff again. I didn't care.
Well, this is the first book is that after Batman Returns, it for Forever and Robin, it basically just ignores them. It picks Batman Returns.
I'm not surprised because the two movies were bad.
Because this book has ideas that they were going to explore originally, like having the Harvey Dent who appeared in Batman become Two-Face.
Yep,
and
and
have
like
Robin
Black
pop
Robin.
up. And Robin is black, and he's a mechanic.
Yep. Wait, question: is Robin Dick Grayson or the Duke Thomas?
I don't think it's Stu Thomas, but I know it's an African American.
Yes, I remember that. I don't remember his name. But the guy who wrote this book is the guy who wrote the movies, which makes total sense. Oh, it's Mad Magazine.
Good thing. I thought it died. Didn't it die years ago?
Oh, it's still going. I get the fact people like this book, but I am not interested. Batman, Gotham, Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age.
Oh yeah, the sequel to Gotham by Gaslight, but not My Little Critter.
It's the second sequel.
Second sequel? Well, never mind. Oh, good. This is Batman World War B. Why?
It looks like Wonder Woman about to basically stab Alfred in the head.
Yeah, I hear the thing about that. Do we about that because she got turned to vampire?
Oh, it's Damien who's. I think he was. Wasn't he turned to vampire in this continuity?
He was.
And look at that! Look like Batman act like he's Shazam, or at least that's supposed to be Black Adam.
Yeah, Black Adam.
It just looks weird. Kind of looks like Batman, but he has the design wise. It looks like people must probably mistake the cover. It's Batman drawn like Black Adam, and it's Black Adam act like Batman.
By the way, you know what bothered me about this story? No mental junction and digital vampires. Why? Like,
I don't think he.
Oh, do you have John? It's in the story and fight Damien, or they both team
Dark
up.
Dark Knights of Steel, All Winter, issue number 3. Basically, the Viking Deathstroke.
Yep.
Yes, I actually really enjoyed Dark Knights of Steel. That one, you read it, and there's potential you could do more stories, and well, this proves it correct.
Yep.
Oh
Plastic
my
Man.
god!
Spider-Man No More, issue
Oh,
1.
I love when they have the writer Christopher Cantwell. The guy is really good. He wrote Iron Man.
I
Well,
am sad that Iron Man coming to an end.
yeah,
Yeah,
the Gary Duggan book is in the issue. I think like 18. I think it is.
yeah.
But did you read his Iron Man book? Christopher Cantwell?
I read somewhere. I read the whole Iron God thing when Iron became a god. That was pretty cool. With Scott Spider, with Ben Ali. Then
Yeah,
Batman got
that
destroyed.
book was really good. Like I love the covers, the Alex Ross covers.
Yep.
I was surprised the last 25 issues. Were you surprised it lasted that long?
I'm surprised too. I don't really last longer, but no.
I thought it would too. I thought like based on the writer way it was written, I could see it lasted for 50 issues.
Yep.
I think this is the first Plasma book release since Gail Simone's miniseries.
Yeah, it's a new miniseries.
It's 4 issues and it's $4.99. Interesting.
Quite having oh yeah, I did a reprint.
Yeah. They think the last book was 6 issues. So it's
Speaking of quite having
oh,
down, mommy.
Fact Smile 10 times 400, the debut of Man Bat.
Nice. Speaking of quite having down, mommy. Down. God, did you see the movie?
Which one?
Part 3.
Oh, I haven't seen the Christ movies yet.
I saw the final one. It made no sense. Like, Jay, have you seen Quite having Part 3?
I have seen it, and I actually am wrapping up a voiceover for Peak of Shades. I already completed my comment. Basically, you'll see when the actual final video comes out. But I do have thoughts on Crisis.
I'll bet you
Why did you
Why
try
DC
to put them with new world even age them? How much better putting out there the market for it? It's complicated. Because, okay, but DC themselves, why Wet is my Flash? It will be my Flash. But for Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, yeah, that's impossible because people get a Clark Kent, Superman, Batman, and time again, Batman is care. But people get Superman, Batman. But Wonder Woman, you don't have a successor.
Yeah, and here's the thing about one thing that's really cool about Batman and Superman is the fact they have sons.
Yep.
And if you think about of all time members of Justice League, the only members I can think of who do not have children is currently Wonder Woman. Marshmallow had kids, but he's not currently. Hal Jordan, and that's it. Aquaman's had kids. Currently has a daughter right now in the current continuity. But most of the time members of Justice League do have children.
Well, I always had kids. I enjoy.
Yeah, but he's a member of Teen Titans. I think of the Teen Titans, I think he's one of two who actually have kids. Yep. Because you have him, Donna, and Roy.
Yep.
They're the only ones I can think have kids. Dick does not have a kid. Actually, Aqualad did have a kid. So Dick was the only member of Teen Titans who doesn't have children. Because Garth had a kid.
Cyborg had a kid?
No, not Cyborg.
Of the classic Teen Titans, where the members were Dick Grayson, Wally West, Garth, Donna Troy, and Roy Harper.
Yeah, Grayson's the only one who doesn't have kids out of the original classic roster. Donna's son and her husband and her professor/husband died in a car accident. Leanne was killed in Cry for Justice and was shelved for a decade. Wally's kids were shelved as a byproduct of Flashpoint, and
then came back.
Wait, what happened to Garth and Dolphin and their kids?
They got killed.
They revealed that they got killed in Titans Volume 215.
Oh, okay.
And they came back as Black Lantern zombies.
And then they died again.
Yeah, I was rereading I was reading the Black Lantern tie-in for Doom Patrol, and they brought back for that tie-in. They brought back Madame Rouge, Joshua Clay, who was the original Tempest, Negative Woman, and this might surprise you. Cliff Steele's original body as a Black Lantern zombie. I'm like, that is ballsy on the part of Keith Giffen. Yeah, because Road Man used to be human. Basically, Keith Giffen brought back his original human body as a zombie. I'm like, that was so cool reading that.
Oh, good. No Tom King book. Pass. I'm done with
I
Tom
think this
King.
is on Jenny
Pass.
Sparks, so
Yeah.
I think it's from Wildstorm.
Wildstorm. She had to do the 40 member when they're 40.
Yes, I wonder if she has a spotlight cover.
I don't mean she does.
Let's check.
Nope.
Hmm. Probably want the spec one for her.
It's
I
a
still
new
don't.
design for Jenny Sparks. Her old costume was supposed to be the embodiment of the 90s.
Yep. Not in urge fans.
Hmm. It's something we don't have a spotlight cover for the Robins.
Yeah, that is confusing.
I mean, you wouldn't if you're gonna give a spotlight cover for Robin. You wouldn't. You would do it for like Grayson or for the Robins
Wait,
in general.
wait. The James Sports thing. I want to read it actually.
Junie Bod. Yeah, it was.
No, not that one. Go up, go up. I want to read this for a sec. Uh, no, stop. The Spirit 20th Century return for the 21st. Thinking her time on this world finally ended, Jenny laid down and rested only to be woken by the horrific event of September 2001. Oh no. The man still needs her, especially for seeming like straight in a bar. But Captain Adams spared him from his murderous wrath, with Jenny in over her head.
Why the
You
heck would
gotta be
Tom King
kidding
make
me.
have a murderer? That makes no sense.
What? Why you make him a villain? That makes no sense. Like, this is stupid. This is exactly what we're telling you to do. He keeps on killing deconstructing and making them stupid.
Well, in the case of Adam Strange, he made him a war criminal, but that was a cover story for him
That was the
portraying
elders.
that
Okay.
was a cover. He told me this. Adam Strange became a war criminal in the Strange Adventures book. That was a cover for him portraying Earth.
Why would you do that? That makes no sense.
I don't know. That's what he told me about that book. And I have also spoken about the fact that some people accuse him of giving all of his characters he writes PTSD. That's not entirely true. He doesn't give hardly any characters. He spoke briefly about that to me, but I can't think of any characters who gave PTSD to.
Why West Heroes in Crisis?
People might think he gave Human Target a PTSD, but not really.
He did what PTSD with BS readings, and the book was horrible.
Yeah.
That's Holy Man did it, Tevia.
Well,
And I even asked about for Strange Adventures why pick that title over something like Mystery in Space, which is where Adam Strange made his debut. Because it's a space book, so that's why he chose Strange Adventures. The cover is basically the design wise of the cover is that was Mitch Gerard's idea.
but why like Heroes in Crisis? I don't get it. Why like that story?
That's it. I never talk about Heroes in Crisis with him because he is probably talking enough about that book. So I talk about other books. I want to talk about Strange Adventures or Batman Catwoman
Yeah, that makes sense.
and Danger Street. If you were a chance to read Tivia, he was surprised. I guess this with this book. It's a love letter to First Issue Special, a series from the 70s,
That
which
makes
Jack
sense. That's
Kirby
cool.
wrote a lot of the issues. Basically, any character shown in the book, with except for like I think like one, except for Warlock, popped up in this miniseries.
That's cool.
Yeah,
And James Spark series mentioning to come back to Burns and villain. Yeah.
he's dead.
Yeah, he died in Action Comics.
Yeah, Lex Luthor killed him. He's in jail for it.
Yep. And now he lost his memory. No shit,
Yeah.
he lost his memory and how to Brainiac.
The Boy
Let's
Wonder, issue number 5. Now,
This
this
is
was
an
originally supposed to
Elseworld
be
story.
this was originally supposed to be 4 issues, but I guess it got extended to 5.
I think because maybe it first issue sold really well.
Who knows? I do hear the story's good. I'm never
Yeah,
reading
it
it.
is. It's mostly a day mini series. John Constantine, the American number 9. I think this one is the final issue of this book.
Yeah, I noticed it's been delayed a few times.
Oh, yeah, it is Simon
okay.
Spurrier
So it's not going to be
book.
9. It should be 11.
11
Interesting.
issues.
So
Going
it's
for-
extended by a couple issues.
Zatanna, Bring the House Down, number 4. A graphic novel.
A Black Raven book. No, shit, it's a Black Raven book.
Primer, Chasing Colors, issue number 2. Wait, did they turn this graphic novel into a miniseries?
Yes.
Yep. But by the way, that's the Superman 310s.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Batman, Robin, and Howard, Summer Breakdown.
Oh yeah, I know that book. There's no white novel.
Yeah,
I forgot
moving on.
that's still a thing.
Scooby Doo
I don't
Mysteries.
read
Oh,
Scooby Doo.
I like that cover where they go to Comic Con. That is so funny.
That's
You see
really
Batwoman in
funny.
the background. You have Batman being a celebrity. Oh, you have Superman off up there. You get his autograph. It's so funny. That is such a hilarious cover.
Yep.
Looney Tunes.
I
Moving
don't
on.
read Legends.
Looney Tunes 280. Batman and Elmer Fudd special number 1.
Reprint.
Yeah, reprint. But that book is so awesome. He is so funny. And the whole thing is Helmer for looking for a Silver St. Cloud. Oh, that's a long
Reprint.
Halloween.
Oh god, a re-release of one bad day.
Pass. I'm done with
And
Wait.
it's coming 47.
Wait, I thought Riddler was part of the original collection. Did they start a new
Wait,
collection?
I did. I love that story. I love that trade. Not that one. That one. That book is amazing.
It's
By
not
the way,
bad.
Apple Feed Super Sons. I'm not kidding. It's awesome.
It feels like a mix of New 52 and basically pre and post Flashpoint, this book.
Yes.
It's not bad. It's okay.
Here's the thing though. The Super Sons story and the Superman story and that book is awesome.
Joker of the World Special Edition. That cover looks like it's a clear homage to the thing.
Yep.
Ooh.
Batman.
Oh yeah, this is the first night Dan Jurgens story.
Yeah, these are graphic
Oh,
novels.
yeah,
I actually really enjoyed that book.
DC Finest, Wonder Woman, Origins and Omens.
You know all the trades.
I think this might be collecting some.
Yes.
I think we might be collecting.
You know the trades.
Yeah, this collects. Looks like almost Gale's almost entire run from Wonder Woman, plus the Grace one shot and Brave Bull number 7. That must be from Volume 3.
Hmm.
DC Finest
Superman.
and the
Superman
superhero.
first superhero.
Debatable. Some people claim Phantom's first superhero.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a reprint of the earliest.
Year 1, year 2.
Interesting, given the fact year 2's been retconned.
Wasn't year 2 bad?
No.
Not really. It just the retconned because of the whole thing of Batman team up with Joe Chill.
Oh, that sounded horrible.
reprint.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Elseworlds, Batman, Volume 3.
It collects all the Elseworld stories. Elseworld, Technically Volume 3. Wait, that's real?
Yep, that's real.
How's
A
it win
collection-
X? I love that book.
Already?
Yep.
Superman,
Exile.
Exile, and Other Stories Omnibus 2024.
How much did that cost?
$120.
$120?
Wonder Woman, The Golden Age Omnibus Volume 6.
I don't really want to win that much.
Jeff
Lantern.
Johns, Green Lantern. Solid run, great art.
Great events after the Cold War.
Jeff Johns, Green Lantern, Book 4.
The Legend Lanterns.
Wild Cards
Wildcat.
Compendium.
Why
Cards
put
Compendium.
Wildcats? I don't care what damn that team.
Vertigo.
That's the Cold War.
Green,
I love that
Absolute
story.
Green Lantern, the Sinestro Corps War. Wait, what? Oh no, this ain't with Absolute Power. This is a collection. Never mind. I'm about to say.
I love that story. It's awesome, badass.
Absolute Trans Metropolitan.
I don't know what that is.
That's a
Warren Ellis.
Warren Ellis book. I've never read it, so I don't have opinion about it. Scalped. It's a Western book by Jason Aaron.
Scooby-Doo,
Scooby-Doo's
I don't care.
JSA
Yes,
Compendium Book 1.
Give me
Yes.
Square. And Jeff Johns.
I actually own some of the books. This one, the JS by Jeff Johns, not this one per se, but
The book is good. It's a great story. It's a great book.
let's see what
Comics
collects.
and Batman.
Issues 125, JC Files 1 through 2, the annual, this is only published, J. Judge 1 through
Action
5,
Comics 780.
813, Impulse 67, Martian 1819, Superman 172, Star Trek number 9, Hourman 9, 819, Secret Files. I got a lot of stuff. That is a reprint.
And oh look, Young Judge in the Youth Story.
Yep.
I love that book.
Yep. Reprint.
Oh,
of
you're
the
telling me Batman. Nope, I'm out. I don't
Yeah,
tell me
yeah,
Batman.
that was the one. Oh, Robin's in the Batman paid by Patrick
Gleason.
and Ray Fox.
Wasn't
Oh,
this one?
great
Didn't
book.
this one get canceled due to Robin War or set up for
Yeah.
Robin War?
Yeah,
It got canceled long after Robin War. Issue 13 was final issue. This one. Here's the thing. The year the book
One at a
ended
time,
was-
gentlemen. Nick.
the year the book ended was the year that Damian been around for 10 years.
Yep. And then
Wait,
DCU ended.
Wait, I thought Patrick Gleason's run wasn't 20. Wait, hold on.
It was 13
I
issues.
think
The whole
it
book
was
was like,
2015.
yeah,
Yeah, the
2015.
book-
It
yeah, the
only
book
lasts
wrapped-
13 issues.
Yeah, the book wrapped up in 2015. Rebirth started in 2016. But yeah, Damien debuted in 2006.
Yeah.
I see what you mean now.
Yeah, he didn't write the whole thing. He did the first 7, 8 issues, and then he had the Ray Fox to finish the book.
But Three Bucks went bad. It was a good story. We wanted to Tomasi. Not Tomasi. No.
Ooh, Mario Chavez Omnibus. Oh, this is good that they printed this thing again.
Took
And this
long
basically
enough.
reflects Denny O'Neil's entire run he did for this book. Not just Neil
$25.
Adams issues. $125. Green Lantern Volume 2, issues 76, 87, 89, 123. World's Finest 201, Brave Ball 100, DC Special Series number 1, DC Retrospective Heavies number 1, DC Superstar number 17, Backup Stories and Flash 217, 24, 26, 28, 230, 231, 233, 34, 237, 38, 240, 246, Green Lantern 80th
Flash,
Anniversary, 100 pages,
217.
spectacular. World's Finest
World's
210,
Finest, huh?
215. Oh my gosh, who's nearly
That's a long
2
story.
dozen of work to collect the issues, 100 pages of stories, never collected color. We also featured brand material by Mike Grell.
Batwoman. I don't know what that is.
Batwoman. That was the story arc from Tip the Comics when Greg wrote the book briefly that featured Batwoman.
No comment.
Is this the one? Is this the one where editorial backed down on having Kate propose to Maggie
No.
Sawyer?
No.
That was the other one that came after this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and here's the weird thing. This trade, it takes another trade to collect the rest. The run is not 6 issues. It's actually 9. It starts with 854, wraps up 863. The last 3 issues was basically just called Cutter. It was just slicing between her and Dick Grayson, who took over the book afterwards.
Yep.
Batgirl Stephanie Brown from the Batman Reborn.
This is a new printing because they're very published already.
Yep.
Hey, why didn't we print it before?
They have it. This is a new print. This is the 3rd printing of this run.
Yep. Collects the first 12 issues.
Oh,
but not
dear
the
God.
issue Red Robin. There's an issue Red Robin crossover with it. Oh, Adventures. It's the payback for
I hate that book. That book's so bad. One of the worst books I've ever read in my life.
Yeah, this book was pointless.
It was garbage. It drove me insane.
Yep.
We're almost at the end, Tevye. Then you can rant as much as you want.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on.
They're going all in now. Birds of Prey, Murder Mystery. I remember this one. Nick?
Yeah, this is a new printing of this one. This is the start Gail Simone's run on back of Birds of Prey. A run that lasted from 6 to I think it was 108.
But Greg, the cover? No wonder it looked like big I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. This is probably longer than when Chuck Dixon read the book. But here's the weird thing. DC has still never finished collecting tickets for this book. Never.
Why?
And here's the thing. Guess what issue was that he left the book?
Issue 50? 200?
Nope.
Tell
100?
him.
43.
What? Why that short?
Very early on. Very early on.
The
That's a
reason why he
shame.
left? Because he got an offer with the cross gen.
But then Clarkson went kaput.
Yeah, he mentioned on his podcast the reason for that. Because they were spending more. They apparently did not want to do superhero books. And when they finally got a chance to do one, the company went under. Though
Then
he
why
did
hire
say,
Chuck Dixon to write anything over there?
I don't know. He did mention they were all paid really
That's
well.
good news.
And they also didn't have to go to separate rooms. They all were like, he described their offices like all one room, and they're all like all in the same thing, so all on task.
Sound like a pain. You might be right.
Well, Tevia, you have been very patient. I know you got some things to say. Give me just one moment. Go nuts.
Yep. Okay. I have two rants. One at the Super Sun, one shot by Senior Grace. Why hire that writer? Why about the writer should write that writer? That book is gonna be a free train wreck. It's gonna be a free nightmare fuel. It's gonna be more worth it than the John Kemp book, John Kemp book. But look, I did my way about the John Kemp book when that thing came out, and I hate that book. If I do cover that book again, you're gonna see me explode rage again when I read that book in the future. I want to say that piece of shit. But the Super Sense book was good. The book's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be a train wreck. It's gonna make no fucking sense. It's putting more giant and more fun. Why can't you don't know? I don't get it. Why? I just don't get. Like, we're so screwed. But I haven't.
Who knows why they
okay.
put him on the book? Who knows why?
Yeah, who knows indeed.
You good, Tevia?
I'm good. But one more thing. But DC stopped Tintin Junket. He failed. No, that's all I want. No, it's not that easy. I think they made Tintin and Super Son a new name. Otherwise, they'll turn in part cyborg. Well, considering that everybody so many cyborg, I think that future is permanent. We're screwed. The G-Junk on the DC stock team ate up. It failed. The G-Junk. It's not that easy. Davey, they can't do this because I don't give a damn. Just undo the damage. Or here's the solution: have two Johns. One back to normal, do your John and love, and this one a fake or a clone or something. That's just the thing. Ran over.
Okay, thank you for that well endured rant, Tevia.
Thank you.
And okay, now we're going to move on to final thoughts because we've been at this for 2 hours and 14 minutes and counting.
That time, boys.
But final thoughts for me that I'm not the biggest fan of Absolute Power. It just feels like a combination of older stories crapped into one. Nick, you go into a very integral detail on that, and I don't know if people know this, but Waller's origin is very odd. You don't even need to read Legends number 3 to know Waller's origin. She lost her family tragically, and then and then the government gave her a cush job running Bell Rev Penitentiary. I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and the whole thing with the superhuman thing, like, some superhuman killed her family. In the original story, it was a random murderer. It had nothing to do with superhuman stuff.
Yep.
Also, if you ever read the annual for Suicide Squad for the John S. run, the artwork is atrocious.
Oh, god awful. God.
It's bad? Damn.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Like, they could, for some reason, Luke McDonald, who was the regular artist for the book, didn't want to do the annual, so they got this crappy artist who get this. Okay, so we bring in Amanda Waller's son-in-law, and he's freaking huge. I'm like, what the heck? He's like the size of like 3 football players. Oh my
Like I said, trying to make a strategy threat.
Oh my
Yes, she's
god!
a strategy threat.
Like apparently, so his daughter, her daughter want to move back in with it because her husband doesn't treat her right, and she's like,
Oh, wait, it's 11.
no, you're not. And she tells her in-law, treat my daughter right.
Nice.
I'm like, okay. And the ending was a cross between Suicide Squad and Manhunter.
Wait, which Manhunter? Was it
Mark
the
Shaw.
Manhunter? Oh, that guy.
Which, Tibia, pre-Flash with Mark Shaw is really good. Like, it's
Then
his book is
Bendis
only...
took him and destroyed him.
Yeah. Well, he's a Jack Kirby character.
Then why Bendis make him that villain? I don't get it.
I have no idea. I've not asked Bendis about that. I really wish I could, but Bendis has never come to a Comic-Con in my area, so I never get a chance to ask him that.
Yeah, they're gonna come in my area either.
It's weird. It's like, I know he goes to Comic-Con. It's like, I think maybe the one he goes to is maybe New York or probably San Diego, but I don't think he ever goes to the other ones.
I never saw him at NYCC just in 2022. Weird.
He
Oh, well.
may have gone in the past, but I don't think he's ever... Like, I personally have never seen him at one... Okay. Manhunters.
One bad one over Why Dad. Wait, what? Why Dad with a Manhunter?
Deep cut.
I didn't know about that.
I don't remember about that. When it comes to the Mark Shaw book, it's just really good. Like, it's different costume we had originally. And he also had to give up his original mask because apparently the original mask to Manhunter is, by the way, get this, his original suit he had was given to him by the Manhunter robots.
Of course. That makes sense.
Which get this, the group he was part of originally worshipped the Manhunters as gods.
But they have a robot too. Like killing machine could have had to go into the galaxy.
Read first special number 7. You'll understand what's going in that book because it seems like it was going to go somewhere, and then nothing until he popped up in Justice League America when Steve Eckhart wrote the book where, we did that. They popped up again in the story. No One's Against Manhunters. These 2 giant-sized issues where it's Hal Jordan, not John Stewart, framed for Destruction Planet. That one this was John Stewart because he was a Grant Lantern show.
That makes sense.
And afterwards became a briefly recurring character Justice League until they out him as a bad guy, where he was this guy called Star Czar. Then he disappeared for a decade. And then he returned in Millennium. Became a member of Suicide Squad and he got his own book. Which you can love this, Tibia. The co-writer for that book was John Osler's late wife, Kim Yeo.
Aw, that's sweet.
One of like 3 or 4 books they did together. They knew that much.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Apparently he was an acolyte for them. Reading the old comic is fun. Yep. Interesting. Speaking of the acolyte, I knew after the acolyte to find out after that show comes out.
I didn't even bother. I mean, unless I get fan requested to do a review for that show, I'm not even going to touch it because I knew from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm missing much. The only reason I watched that show for curiosity.
It's basically a poor Star Trek ripoff. The Acolyte.
No, Star Wars, not Star Trek.
Yeah, but the Acolyte, it was Star Wars series, but they discovered it's a ripoff of Star Wars.
You know what? Never mind.
Star Trek. They ripped from Star Trek. And I heard
something. 2 giant younger one, time Java, then the older one can get it pretty away without mentioning Lucas. That's not a bad idea. If it can undo at the the damage and get my job back.
Did you hear about people are not happy to see the Trade Federation aliens back in the Acolyte?
Again, I have not seen the show. I've been thinking some clips on YouTube.
I don't. Oh yeah. That alien from the High Republic books. I don't remember her.
No, the Trade Federation from the prequel trilogy.
Oh yeah. They went in episode 1, and that's about it.
I'm like, okay, if it's New Gunray, he should be dead. If it's after prequel trilogy, he should be dead.
No, this is before prequel trilogy. This is High Republic stuff.
No, not even High Republic. It says it's like 100 years before the prequels. So Newt Gunray
So
should
is
be
it High Republic or after High Republic? I'm confused.
post High Republic, but before you get to the prequel era.
Yeah, High Republic. I've read High Republic comics. The ones by Calvin Scott are just okay. But when it's stuff that's not by that the High Republic stuff, he's actually a pretty decent writer. But
I don't
here's
read
the
High
weird
Republic.
thing:
I tried. I got bored.
when Charles Shaw wrote a miniseries, it was a lot better because he actually was more interesting to read than Calvin Scott was.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this: whose idea was it to make a force-sensitive rock in a
Yeah,
comic?
that was
Like,
stupid. I hate that idea. Like, what? You gotta be kidding
Yeah.
me. This is crap.
Of course, they also featured a Wookiee who was a Jedi. Who was a Jedi.
Whoever died in that glitch. I'm not
Yeah,
joking.
in one of the books that featured a Rancor.
What?
Yeah, they found a
Many people
Rancor.
up about some of the worst villains for the absolute event. Revamped them. Same for Marvel and Ultimate Bank Hydra and Hydra Cabinet. Speaking of Hydra Cap, he returned recently
He's
in
Flag Smasher now.
Uncanny Avengers.
Yeah, he's Flag Smasher. Hasn't done anything since then.
Yeah. Even me said this is something the acolyte. Well, I don't blame him. The show's not good. The only reason I'm gonna read the finale because of curiosity. I gotta be the episode with people. This is stupid. This is boring. I'm out.
like
I
I
hope
said, if I get fan requested, I'll go over the show, but that would be the only reason.
I hope Disney does not renew for season 2.
It depends on how they structure the budget when they greenlight it. Because nowadays they commission one season and split it into two via the episode count. But with that live action, that's a little harder to do than animation. So this might be a one and done. And this project was originally announced like in 2015, 2016.
It
so
took
this project,
5 years to make.
yeah.
The only series I've heard that's really good that does multiple seasons is the Mandalorian.
It did, but season 4 was a bit of a downgrade. I know because
I heard they canceled season 4 made the movie.
Oh, season 3, excuse me. Season 3.
With that confusing, why make a movie at Men or I don't know, but how can I make a movie?
Cheap.
I mean,
because
I heard for some people that they say that Mandalorian is the real continuation of Star Wars, not the sequel trilogy.
Seriously, it does not exist in my mind. I lived in my memory.
all I'm gonna say is this in regards to the Mandalorian, because a lot of these Disney era projects, they're really movies that are broken down into like multiple episodes or like mini series, and I'm just like, just have the movie. You trim a lot of fat.
Yeah,
I've heard of all these series. The only one I've heard is good as Mandalorian is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well,
Kenobi is decent. Kenobi is decent because all it really boils down to is how Leia met Obi-Wan and basically with R2-D2 and the holo communicator / distress call. So it does tie it. The whole show revolves around a throwaway line and a bit of fan servicey fight with Anakin since becoming Vader in the suit.
I think I did hear something that's getting season 2.
It's not
allegedly. Allegedly, but I cannot confirm.
I do know this though. Andor getting season 2.
Andor was actually the best of the Disney era shows.
I saw that was necessary. I mean, because he was a character I don't think anybody cared about, and yet I heard it was a decent show, and season 2 got delayed because of the writer strike.
Yeah, but Andor was actually based on the guy who, with Jyn Erso, who gets obliterated on Starkiller Base. It was literally.
We're not talking about. We're talking about another planet. Death Star blew it up.
It was the planet that held the plans of Death Star.
Okay.
That's the Love to Cal Katarn's story,
which was a good movie. I love Rogue One, but the problem is basically Jyn Erso is not that memorable character.
Not yet. The rest of the characters. The rest of the characters are expendable.
Basically, it's the closest Star Wars really did to a suicide mission. If you think you're trying to blow up the Death Star was a suicide mission, no. The Battle of what's it called? Schism or Skits
or Scarus. I get the name.
Scare or something like that. Basically, stealing the Death Star plans was certain death.
It was a suicide mission, and none of the team made it. They all died. Very brutally.
Yep. Because they all knew it was going to be.
That Red One can get a pet project, and we'll probably get season 2. Of course it will.
Obi-Wan
Don't try
definitely
Oh.
would have been a lean movie instead of a series. Should have been a movie instead of a series. The failure of the Solo movie probably scared them though.
Which is sad because no one could ever show. Like,
Solo is
I
not
said
bad
anything
at
like that.
the
Everyone
thing
was just pissed. Solo wasn't even that bad, but after Last Jedi, people were pissed.
It felt unnecessary and pointless. But I don't give it a hundred or in the story. I
the
don't
thing
need
with
it.
Solo is that was a movie that Lawrence Kasdan, the guy who wrote Empire Strikes Back, who also came back to write. I think he wrote Force Awakens.
He wrote the script for Force Awakens. Yes.
You know the script
Yes.
would have been, yeah.
Yeah, he did not do Last Jedi. That was the director who did that.
We all know
but
that
this,
went.
this was a plan here for a long time. Now, here's the thing with this movie. This was a movie that Disney did not care for because it got reshot like what 6 times.
7.
Yes. 7 because
And
it was
changed
directed
it-
was
and originally they're gonna have Lord and Miller do it,
yes.
direct
That
the
was
movie,
them.
and then they left. And they got placed by Ron Howard, which Ron Howard, like any problems people have with the movie, Ron Howard should not take the blame for it all. He had
That
nothing.
wasn't his fault.
Yes. The actor who played Han, I think he did a pretty decent job.
He was fine, but he wasn't at Harrison Ford.
Well, Chewie, who was the same one who played Forrest Awakens, this is the guy who replaced the original because he had to retire from the role because I think it was like in the 70s.
Yeah.
Who he has since passed away.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yes. I remember his first name is Peter, the guy who originally played Chewbacca.
Yep.
But the one guy who I heard a lot of praise for is Lando, his actor.
Oh yeah. Boba can work on better movie
Childish
too.
Gambino or the original actor?
The new one.
Okay, Childish Gambino. Okay, he was decent with what he was given. I won't take that
And
from him.
one thing, he was interesting, and plus, he actually kind of looked like like a young Billy D. Williams.
Yep.
He did.
Boba can work well a lot better in the movie too. That's it all over the place. Yeah, I agree. That could work in a movie.
Yeah, the problem book I heard is that Boba Fett does not wear his costume because he gives somebody else. He's apparently the Shogun of Tatooine.
Yeah, the mob boss, the protagonist in Jabba died.
Which is interesting premise. I wonder if they kept canon of how he escaped the Scarlet Pit because in the original
They did.
he was. Oh, okay, that's good. Because otherwise, people are like, wait, how the heck is he alive? Because he found the Scarlet Pit. The explanation of how he got out, which I'm glad they kept canon, is he fired his jetpack off and got the pit that way. As to how long he was there, because they did mention in the movie that it takes 1,000 years to digest inside the belly of the Scarlet Pit. Who knows how long he was there for?
A couple of
Who
years
knows?
at least.
Yeah.
I met
Aw,
the Chewbacca Peter Mayhew a few times when I worked at a video game store. He lived in my area.
That's cool.
Yeah, I never got a chance to meet him, but well, I've seen him pop up on. The guy was really tall.
Yep.
And prior to him doing the role one more time, he had knee surgery.
Nice. But
Yeah, I'm kinda
as far
glad-
as this is concerned, the only thing I give it up about now are the video games, and that's about it. After I may review the final episode, and that's it. Then I'm out. I'm out.
One thing I appreciate about Solo, it didn't explain everything related to Han Solo, like for Chewbacca. You know that famous rifle blaster he's got?
Yeah.
It's not in Solo.
Okay.
We
I
do
forgot
see him
that.
wear that bullet thing he wears.
Mm-hmm.
We see him put down for the first time here. It was completely random, but there's no like meaning behind it, but it's nice to see him put on for the first time.
You ought to get the blaster pistol and mentor, which I don't give a damn about that. It's unnecessary. Marine Falcon, he stole from Lando.
And
That's
as for
the
his famous gun, that was given to him by the people working on the movie, which, okay, that's fine. I have no problem with that. That's perfectly fine. I mean, you can't just say, he just buy us someplace. Like, that's actually good storytelling. The blaster he has was given to him because that's classic storytelling, like because the original gun they showed in the movie where it had more pieces to it, but the guy just took the piece up and just gave him the gun anyways.
I don't get whatever.
That's kind of what they had. I think American Crime, I believe his mentor in the movie, I think was Woody Harrelson playing him,
Yep, it was.
which I think he did a pretty decent job.
It was fun.
I like
Killer
Han's
in
line
that
to him,
movie. That
where he
reminded me.
says that I'm not you. He says, "Well, you got that right. I'm not. You're not me."
Yep. Speaking of the movie, that reminded me. Darth Maul was in that movie for a second.
Yes,
Which
I think it was.
confused me because what?
If I remember correctly, I think it was the original actor from the movie from episode 1, but
Yes.
the voice is from
With
the Clone Wars. Yes.
What confused me because wait, what? Was he dead during this time
No,
period?
you have to watch the CGI Clone Wars series. He
No.
survived.
I seen the show. I know what happened. In Rebels, he died again.
The show. I think the movie is set before Rebels
Yeah, that confused me. I didn't even get that
because
cameo.
Rebels is set, I believe, 5 years before New Hope.
Yes,
Solo is set 10 years,
of course. When not surprised.
which, like, given how old the character of Han is in the movie, he probably is around. I'm
21?
guessing 21. So my guess by the time the Richard started, he was in his 30s.
Even though they love in New Hope with the Tatooine stuff, it confused me. It made no sense, but whatever.
Yeah. Also, one thing they did not bring up was they mentioned New Hope when he just dropped the cargo in space that he owed debt to Jabba. The big thing they showed in the movie was
The Castle one.
yes, that was the big thing in the movie.
Yep.
But we should probably call it night. It's midnight right now.
Yeah, it's been there right now. Wait. I never gave my pop on Sweet Teens.
Oh, Tevia, your final thoughts? Go ahead.
Yeah. I found my phone so you can say the one book I care about is Green Lantern because I love that book. Superman, I like that book. The Super Son, I will only read that book only because I don't care how bad it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be a train wreck. I know it's gonna be horrible, but at Junket fan, I'll probably check it out. Even though it's going to drive me insane. But other than that, Offshoot Power as a band is interesting, but I just care about the main story. I don't give a damn about. The tie-ins can go away. I don't give a damn in the war. I never care. I want to go away and die. Next scene, I'm gonna want him that well. And that's all I got.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, your final thoughts?
Pretty decent solicits, from what I can tell. One thing I would really wish they would do a trade for is Chuck Dixon's Green Arrow.
Yep.
There's never been proper trade release that run for no reason. You could call it simply Green Arrow by Chuck Dixon and Jim Apparel because this was the creative team for the entire run. Because for Volume 2 of Green Arrow, only the first 80 issues are in trade. The rest of it is not.
A real shame. But anything you guys want to promote before we call it a night, or what you got coming up on your channel?
Nick, you should go first.
Oh. Okay, as for me, you can find me at jheat75 on Twitter /X, jheatblaze. Stay tuned for my DeCamu and Damian Wayne retrospectives, which I will have to push back again because I actually have to take Crisis Part 3 into account because I have a special revelation in Part 3. I will not spoil it since it just came out, but let it be known I will have to go back and add that segment. Also, stay tuned for Gotham Part 2 of my Gotham Knights TV show reaction. And hey, we're almost at we're almost at 260. So we're almost there. If y'all can give me the 300 before the end of the year, I will react to both seasons of Velma.
Oh dear God, that should
react to that awful show. I never watched it. But I heard the show was awful.
God, awful. From what I've heard. But I did say, Scrappy Doo got his standing ovation. That's all I know about the show. That's all I know.
Yep.
The joke with that show is that Warner Bros. Care more about the dog than the actual rest of the cast.
Yep.
I mean, it is Scooby Doo. It's pretty much obvious that you care more about the dog than the cast, but that's neither here or there. But Nick, anything you want to promote? Oh,
No, I've not seen that clip. No
Yeah,
comments.
I actually have seen that. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of his episodes. His experience basically meeting him was bizarre. I don't think he's being jerked to him per se. He's like he saw him at San Comic Con. This was just before Kevin was on Green Lantern started. Him and some other writer were there. This is very early before the con started. They just saw him at his table by himself, and he was staring off into space. He went over to meet him, shook his hand, and he kind of just looked at him and looked through him. The way he described was more interested in seeing what drink he could buy. He described it's the way he describes it's so bizarre. I wonder if Kepison actually remembers this.
Maybe
I
that
doubt
made
it.
videos.
I doubt it.
Chuck Dixon remembered.
Oh yeah, he's never gonna forget. He's Chuck Dixon.
Yeah. As for why Kepison did that, no idea.
Who knows?
We may never know.
Yep.
But once again,
Wait.
comment.
Wait, I
Oh
never
yes,
promoted
yes. Have you anything you need to promote? Go ahead.
Yeah. I just I just did my reviews of Land Credit Unit Part 3 because that movie was insane because it made no sense. God, the movie should be cut the fuck and the trailer by the way.
Tibia.
Yeah.
Just don't do any spoilers for that. I still have not seen the adaptation of Christ Universe.
He has
Yeah,
not seen
yeah.
part 1 or 2. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
don't
ahead and
worry.
announce this right now. We'll give some time for people to hype up and talk about part 3. Let's say we meet back around the time October Solicitations comes out, let's say around October 15th, October 10th, somewhere around there. That gives time for Nick, if he's able, to watch part 1 and 2, and then we can review and maybe react to part 3 together. If we can keep the volume down, that way we don't risk getting copyright strike by
copyright
Warner
claim.
Brothers.
Yeah.
You think that would be a decent compromise, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give y'all more detail on that. Tevia, anything else you want to add?
I think tomorrow the absolute DC Con announcement coming tomorrow. I'll probably make a video about that. And Accolade, tonight, technically speaking, but I may review the series. Granted, only I may read the final episode, that's about it, because I'm not reading a series because I see what the series not that good. So, that should be a fun train wreck of a series to review. Me going crazy. That should be fun. But other than that, as for DC Comics reviews and Marvel, I think I'm coming out tomorrow. Maybe open X-Men, maybe that book again. Maybe. But even going on that. I'll read the Superman tie-in, After Power. And that's about all I got. Yep.
Okay, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned. Hopefully tomorrow night, for Anime Blaze JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo!
That
The
should be
Phantom
interesting.
Arc. So, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.
Bye.
Ah, here it is.
Whoa!